bullshit and blah blah blah. He's like, hey man, maybe it's meant for a reason.
Always thought of it like that, bro. You really fucked up.
Like, I can't get rid of this thing.
Life was easy. Fuck out my face.
Yeah, what it was. I expect you to do the bare minimum, because then what's the point?
True. To do that, I went and got one from the aisle, you dumb fuck.
And shut the fuck up and lay low.
You're female, like you could work your charms in certain situations that I wouldn't be able to. You know how much free shit you gotten? She once said word to mama, shit. Oh, got him. We understand it's gonna bother you. Some of us went through it. Some of us are gonna go through it. Well, we wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to go that deep with you. You don't really know what you want to share with my heart.
No, look cock. Send hook, send cock.
I do not agree with these guys. Word.
Get the fuck out of here and do something important.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here, asshole.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't you come back.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Tony Show, baby. It's Friday night. It's Friday night, and as you know, my man show running late, but it's all good though. We got the toe out here. My bad. Hold on. Just adjust this shit. Yeah, we might do a short one. Show's in traffic. I don't know how long he's gonna get home if he gets on. It might just be me today. I'm not feeling 100%, but you know, we gotta do our thing. We out here. We gotta do what we gotta do, man. We ain't no bitches out here. You feel me? What's going on, pimp? How's everything with you, brother? How's everything with you? How's everything with everybody else watching? You know? What's going on? Y'all excited for the weekend? Y'all excited for Friday? This was a long week. I don't know about y'all, but this was a fucking long week. This was a real long week to my ass. Shit. Excuse me, shit. But yeah, man. Everybody want to know the topic and shit like that. You know how we do. We come off the cuff with shit. We come off the cuff. You guys have any questions, anything you want to talk about? Let me know. I know Lay was on some. He has a good question before. Shit, I gotta figure this. Oh, there you go. What qualifies as a deep conversation? All right, let's play this. Let's play this. Yeah. All right, you ready?
How about this one as a subject? What qualifies as a real deep conversation? You know what I mean? Like a deep, useful informative, and a conversation that you don't forget about, that you always remember. You know what I mean?
That's a good question, right there. What qualifies as a deep conversation? One that you don't forget about. I'm pretty sure it's not. I mean, anything could be deep, but I got a little stuffed up nose, pimp. I got a little stuffed up nose and a cough. Right next to me, right here is the AC. And during the movie podcast, I kept turning it on and off because it would get too cold, it would get too hot, get too cold, it fucked. So right now, I just got a stuffed up nose and plus with the lack of sleep, I'm pretty sure I'll be all right. But that's what I'm saying. That this one might be a short one, depending on if I get somebody on or if show gets home early, which I doubt it, because he just showed me a picture of traffic. He's still on the bridge, and that's gonna take a while. What up, Big Fool? Are you the only one? Yep, the only one on the show right now. But it's all good though. It's all gravy. Shit, man. When was the last time you had a conversation that meant something? Shit, I think those types of conversations are ones that you have to be like vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like ones that you have to get over your fear of being judged or being looked at different because you think that no one understands what you're going through. When a lot of people understand what you're going through, I think when you open up and let those walls down and you let people actually like you be 100% honest with each other, and there's no outside forces determining what's going on. I think those conversations are the best ones. Either that or like the ones that just come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like there was one conversation I had and I was like, "Yo, you notice how?" Or I was like, "Do you think that if we wasn't in the hood right now, we wouldn't be overhearing the same conversation that this chick's having on the phone?" Listen to I'm going to throw a hard time. I only got what? I hear you, Big Food. I hear you, man. That's what's up. But yeah, man. And I was just saying it's like because it's crazy. Like you in the hood and there's lack of money. Everybody's talking about either someone else or the shit they got or the problems at work. But I'm pretty sure if you went to like Beverly Hills with people, everyone there got money. I don't think the conversations will be. This would probably be talking about other people, but I don't know if they'd be the same kind of conversation. You know, where this one will be like, like in the hood, all the conversations like, yeah, this motherfucker pressed me and I had to let him know because I ain't no bitch, blah, 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 blah. But you go to, rich neighborhood, like, yeah, man, I got my fucking 401k set up and it's profit margin. Let me show you how to do it. Yada, yada, yada. Goes on a boat. Let me reply back to Chris. But yeah, man, I think those are the types of conversations that are good, What about y'all? Y'all had any conversations that you like, yo, nah, this one I would never forget. Like I gotta be playing some music. So it's weird to be talking without my headphones. I can hear other shit. But yeah, I mean, also the ridiculous conversation. That's a weird one because for me at least, I remember a lot of shit. There's some conversations or interactions I still remember because I'm like, damn, I could have handled it this way, handled it that way. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having a deep conversation that you remember, Big Fool. Big Food is little show. That's what we call Big Food out here. Little show. Shit, because I am explaining what I'm talking about. Big Food, you just gotta listen. Terrence, what's going on, man? What we got here? Hey, to I feel where you're coming from. I have a air conditioner right next to my bed, and I have a head cold now. I gotta move my bed into my bedroom. No, yo, for real, yeah, man. It's not that bad of a head cold. It's just, like I said, I just gotta uh not congested, but my nose is leaking. You know what I'm saying? My nose leaking. I've been coughing just because I ate dinner kind of fast, and that shit was like, nah, let's come back up. I held it down though. You know what I'm saying? I held it down. Other than that, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. No fever, no none of that shit. But shit, man. Yeah, I was talking to some people, right, and the subject of height came up. Talking about, oh, I'm attracted to tall guys. Every fucking chick is attracted to tall guys. And I'm like, yo, what's the fascination with tall guys? Like, no hate, no hate, but what's the fascination with tall guys? You chilling like a villain on penicillin with a Mac 11, just wait for 7 pimp. I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro. That's how we do it out here. But like, yeah, what's the fascination with tall guys? And no matter who I ask, they cannot give an actual like reason. And I get it. Because if you ask a guy like, what's the fascination with a big ass? You like, oh, that shit just looks sexy. It turns on. None of the chicks ever say that. It's like I get turned on by a tall dude. They just, bullshit you through the whole way. But it's still like, yo, what's the fascination? Because I want to know what makes a tall guy better than me, right? Or better than a shorter guy, right? So here's the question that I asked myself. I was like, yo, did we let society put the standards of women on men? Because you know how, yeah, you're 5'11", and females call you short. And I bet you the ones that are calling you short are like 5'3", 5'2", right? The shortest ones are the ones that can't tell height for shit. They can't tell height for shit. They want fucking Jolly Green Giant. I don't understand that. But yeah, like oh shit, what was this? Yeah, so I want to know like what makes it. So did we put? Because you know how women with the magazines and the way they talk about each other, they put standards on each other. That's why they have all these fucking makeups and these heels and these dresses. They work out every fucking day. They have to have a nice booty. They have the nice, they put the Botox in their face. They want to look young for some reason. Like they're competing with each other. Did we allow women to be when we allowed women to be in control of how society works? Did we allow them to put those same fucking uh restrictions on us? You know what I'm saying? Like all I'm hearing now All I'm hearing now is if you want a bad bitch, you gotta have money and you can't be short, fat, and broke. Or ugly, short, fat, and broke. Or you can't like you could be ugly, but you got money. You can't be you gotta be tall and in shape and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting like, who the fuck is saying this? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did this become a thing? And it makes me it's like, yo, because slow like with Kevin Samuels popping up out of nowhere and being a phenomenon is because I've noticed, we let what's going on, Flocka? We let the women's opinion run the social courts. Let's just say that, right? So if the women's opinions are running the social courts, and that's why men have to be successful with money and tall and in shape and all other shit. Because if you look, every man that has money does not fit any other criteria on that list. You ever notice the hottest chick that's always on vacation? Maybe got one or a half of a picture with the dude that took her on vacation. Because he don't fit any of the criteria, but he got money. And then the dude that she's cheating with, and vice versa, but the dude that she's cheating with look the way she was. So it's like, what's really going on here? Is it the women that are setting these barriers, or is it the dudes that don't have anything going for them, just trying to trick these women? Trying to trick society into thinking that some dude like me that got game don't have a shot because I'm short or because I'm overweight or whatever the fuck case may be. You know what I'm saying? It's like I never understood that. I never understood that because in order for you to say someone's better than me, then that means you have to think someone's better than you, and I'm not gonna sit here and say anybody's better than me. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you're tall don't mean shit. I have no control over that shit. I have no control over my height, but I have control over the way I am. And everything is a contradiction now. I don't know if y'all realize this shit, but everything's like a fucking contradiction. It's like they want you to be a man, but you can't be a man, or they want you to be an asshole, but when you're an asshole, they hate you. It's like I don't like that shit. I want to be me. Can I be me? Why is being me the problem? You know, like and I don't know. Maybe there's some like the rich dudes that get to pick because they never had anything before, or they had all of them. But the thing is, they'll pick different ones. But it's like, who's doing this? Remember back in the day, you went on a first date to get to know each other, and then there was a whole, oh, if you slept with me, I don't want to look like a whore. Now it's like they're not even going on dates; you're just going to fuck. Which is, I don't mind that. I don't mind going to fuck, but I would like to get to know somebody sometime. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have a conversation with somebody. Like, you can have a conversation with somebody on social media, and within the third conversation, they're already calling you babe. They're already assuming that you're gonna be in a relationship. They're already like, oh, I got a car. You could do this. You could do that. Or let's go here. Let's go there. And I'm like, yo, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still speaking to your representative. I would like to, get past the automated machine and talk to you. I don't want to talk to the automated machine. Back in the day, I put a lot of work into finding out who's what with who with what. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird now. You sit there and everybody has the same fucking thing. It's like you have to be tall. I like tall guys. Why? I can't tell you. I had sex with a bunch of chicks. Like, I don't see what like we're gonna need a scientist to figure this shit out. And I only bring it up is because it's becoming more and more frequent. It's like, why are you cutting yourself off to something just because everybody else is doing it? I bet you, if someone came up with a good reason not to work out, no one would be working out anymore. All these girls are working out. It's the workout trend because they're trying to be the Instagram models and all other shit. And yo, don't let me fool you. They look good. Shit, I'm not gonna lie, they look good. And then the dudes wants to holler at them, and then they get big and all this other bullshit, and it's all bullshit. Because I don't have muscles, you're not gonna talk to me, or because I have muscles, you're gonna talk to me. To me, that's not. I don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be somebody that's a prerequisite. I'm not someone you can hire. Like, I can understand if you was trying to hire me and you need references, I get it. Because you gotta trust me with whatever I'm fixing your car, your house, you gotta be able to have some kind of trust or some shit. But it's like, I can't talk to you unless you're 6'1". What are you doing now? Like, you talking to me now. Like, for that, you should never look at me. Like, how do you fucking like go throughout life? And then I guarantee you they maybe only had one or two guys that were that fucking tall. Every other fucking guy they had was probably short of their height, or a little bit taller than average, maybe like 5'11", like Pimp. They probably never seen a 6 foot something tall guy in their life, and that's what bugs the shit out of me. What's going on, Walter? Feel better tell the problem with the modern day woman. They love tall guys. They love bad boys. They want you to pay for everything when you're going out on a date. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Listen to this shit. Speaking of that, my boy hits me up. It's a post, but I believe it. I believe that shit 100%. Oh fuck, it's unavailable. But this guy just started talking to this girl, and this girl was like, "Oh, I just got my hair did or something like that." And the dude responds like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then she responds to like, "Yo, what are you, a bum? Like, you didn't even offer to reimburse me for my hair, or you didn't even like, offer to pay for the shit." And like, this is like the second or third conversation, and I'm sitting like, "Who the fuck do you think you are? Reimburse you? Like, am I a job? Like, am I a modeling company that like we have fucking people who do hair here, but because they couldn't, you go out do it yourself and we reimburse you. Like, no, I'm a dude that's trying to get to know you. When the fuck do I have to reimburse you for shit? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, how dare you ask for shit like that? How dare you ask for shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't looking that bad when a guy just asks for sex. You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, it's not looking that bad because you're just dead at like you're expecting this nigga to be like, well, let me give you the money for it. Excuse me? What? Nah. Yo, delete this number. Hey, cockpit, delete the number. Like, you gotta be out your fucking mind. Something similar like that happened to me, but it wasn't like you didn't. It was, they asked me to do it, and I was like, I don't know who you are, so I'm good. She was hot too. It was one of those that like, damn, if I'd have did it, you think I'd have probably smashed? I probably could have smashed. I was smooth back in the day, but it's still like general principle. You know what I'm saying? It's like just the principality of the shit. Like, you gotta be out your fucking mind. For that, just to give me a price. Like, give me a price. Like $80 to smash. All right, cool. We all the other shit throw out the window. Getting to know you, going out to eat, having to be charming, all that other shit. I pick you up. We go to the motel. You go whore, and then let me get my shit. Let me get mine, and we out. You got your little change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you playing games. Yeah. And the crazy shit is people misunderstood Kevin Samuels because one, he was talking to delusional women, and two, he spoke even worse to guys. Like, he called this one guy a fucking socially awkward loser because he was an asshole and he didn't want to speak to people, but he wanted to have sex. And he's like, yo, if all you want to do is have sex, and then go pay a bitch to have sex, get out the fucking way. Now you have sex, and now go live your life. But they don't hear that. They don't hear him going, yo, you men are fucking stupid. If you're gonna go outside and you don't shower or wear cologne, or you smelling like a motherfucker and you want a hot chick, like, how dare you walk outside like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reputation we got to keep as a man, and there's supposed to be a reputation that you got to keep as a woman. And it's crazy because no one has this in the face to face shit. And this is what's scary because you could talk to somebody face to face and everything's Gucci, but then the minute it gets onto the phone or social media and you're not together, that's when all the, oh, do me a favor, buy me this or do that. Everybody come out their face. It's like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. And I've been single for a minute, and I'm probably gonna be single for a longer minute. That's just because I'm like, I don't know what's going on with these chicks. I either get the ones that attach the second sentence or the ones that want to ask for shit. Or the bots. Let me get your WhatsApp. Like, I don't know why you need my WhatsApp, honey. We were talking already. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? You know? It's always the Asians. It's always the Korean ones that want to talk on WhatsApp. Hold on, let me hit up Kenny. I always hit up Kenny, and I always hit up the boys to see if they want to come on the Tone the Show to fill in for show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's sad because no one is on the opposite side of it. You ever notice that? Like, you see, like, someone like Nicki Minaj back in the day talking about how she used to lure men into the hotel, and then two dudes would be there, or a couple dudes would be there, jump them, steal their money, and then leave. And no one is on the other side like, yo, that's fucked up. Like, no woman is on some that's fucked up. Or, like, no one takes a stand when this chick did that shit to Johnny Depp. Everybody's like, yeah, Johnny Depp won, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you like him as an actor, but no one is sitting there going, we need to stop all these women that are fucking abusing men and lying about it. I don't see none of that happen. Do you guys see that? I don't see none of the posts of stand up for the men that's not abusing. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when Amber Heard was getting abused and she did all that shit, Disney pulled them out of Pirates of the Caribbean. Like all these people, pulled out his sponsors and all that other bullshit. But no one was on some, yo, maybe Johnny Depp didn't do that. Nope. And that's what's crazy. It's like, are we so divided that men are wrong even when women lie? It's hard to find that sweet, decent all about us. They left. They all left because everybody's on the mindset of I gotta take care of me. I gotta love me first. How can you? All right, if you love yourself, how you gonna love somebody else? Or how you gonna love somebody else to love you? Because now it's a battle. It's like I get it. You do got you don't treat yourself bad, but being in some kind of relationship, you gotta be vulnerable somehow. You gotta put them walls down somehow, and it's almost like you're gonna purchase something. So you still got all these girls that got like 82 kids, and they're looking for the, the best guy in the world, and you're gonna find one. It's just it might not be the one you want, or you're gonna have to put a little effort in. 'Cause that's another thing. It's like you have all these conversations with people, and like I've spoken to chicks I was interested in, and we have a nice conversation. As the last time I speak to them, it's like, yo, what the fuck? I hit him up the next, a couple of days later. What's going on? Nice conversation. No response. I was like, all right, I got the hint. He's like, if you're not gonna put in the effort in either, why am I gonna put all this? I'm not gonna track you down every fucking day. I'm not gonna track you down every day when I can literally not hit you up for 2-3 weeks and not hear from you. 2-3 months and not hear from you. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, how am I gonna feel now? I'm pursuing you, and this is what you're doing. You have no consideration for me. So if you have no consideration for me, then what the fuck am I getting myself into? And it's the same thing for you women if you're in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you getting yourself into? There's no consideration for you, and there's got to be some kind of consideration for the person you're trying to get to know, you're trying to talk to. It's human fucking decency. You know, it's mad frustrating, pimp. I hear you. I hear you. And that whole shit being honest up front, that shit don't work neither. You know, because it's like, you be honest with some chicks and then they think you joking. Like, it's not a game when I tell you I don't have enough time on my hands for all this other shit, but I want to get to know you. It's like, get to know you doesn't mean after this conversation, we are married now. That's not how it works. Like, let's talk. Let's take this shit slower than normal. Like, what is the rush? Like, are women gonna go extinct if they don't get married in like fucking 2-3 years? Like, what's going on here? Why is it that everything is a rush? You can't rush this process. That's why there's so many divorces. That's why there's so many fucking guys committing suicide. Because they put in so much effort for nothing. That's the one thing that people don't talk about. What's going on, Kofi? We live, baby. We out here, baby. We ain't feeling 100%, but we out here, Kofi. You feel me? Appreciate you stopping by, man. But that's the one thing that people don't talk about is the effort that somebody would put in to not one, but like multiple chicks, and it's the same thing. And it's like, yo, what's wrong with me? And then you go, like, what's wrong with me? And everybody's like, nothing's wrong with you. It's like, all right, so if nothing's wrong with me, then why are all these chicks doing this shit to me? Like, oh, maybe it's the type of chick you talking to. I'm talking to all types of chicks. Maybe chicks ain't shit. Thanks, Kofi. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where you get that. Chicks ain't shit. Then you got that dude that just goes out there playing the game, getting what he wants, and then now your girls are like, oh, guys ain't shit. But you ain't realized that this nigga, he figured out how to get what he wanted from y'all because y'all ain't never gonna give him what he wants, but he really wants. So he's gonna get something. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird how that shit happen because you got some dude that will give his all to somebody and one little fuck of it and boom, now he's dead. Now he killed himself because of a chick. A chick that cared about him but didn't give a fuck about him. Trust me. I know what it's like for people to care about you and not give a fuck about you at the same time. It's not uncommon. You know what I'm saying? It's not uncommon. It's more common than people caring about you. You feel me? Like it takes a real old school person to truly care about somebody above themselves, not above themselves, but as equal as they care about like their family or something. Like the I'm gonna hit you up just to see how you doing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you find that, but I feel like you got to grow up with that. I don't think you can find that in the street. Not anything that comes naturally. You know, like because you probably I could talk to a chick and have that instantly within a week, 2 weeks. The whole how you doing, blah blah blah, hey baby, blah blah blah, and all that other shit. But then I feel like it's fake because I don't know you, you don't know me, and you're forcing your feelings onto me, and it's comfortable, and guys love comfortability, and you're gonna sit there and be comfortable, and fucking hey what's up baby, this is mine, it's comfortable, it's easy. But then fact of the case is you don't know this chick, and next thing you know you're trying to chill with your boys and she's yelling at you, or someone breaks into your fucking car and you're violated and you go, yo listen, I gotta go fix my car. Can I talk to you tomorrow? And then it's like, no, fuck you. And said it's over. I'm like, what happened? What happened? I thought you liked me. I thought you gave a shit about me. What happened to all the other people, all the other days where you're trying to make sure I'm okay and yada yada yada. But somebody broke into my car and it's fuck me. like, like what? And that actually happened to me. That's why I don't like this whole, first day, first week shit of, hey, that's my baby. Nah, I don't know you. What were we talking about? We talking about a lot of shit. We talking about a lot of shit, Flocka. How men be depressed because they putting in mad effort into these chicks and they don't even reciprocate anything. But no, but yeah, like that. That's weird. And you get the ones that it's all about them. It's all about them. Like even if they're trying to do something for you, it's because of them. It's like, yo, I'm not a pet. I'm not a purse. I'm a person, and you're a person too. So I feel like we should respect each other in that sense. And I don't know. I guess you have to be tall or an Instagram model to get that now. Like there's levels to this shit. Like they changed the hierarchy now. We went back to the Roman times where social status and economical status outweighs who you are. So if I'm not like if my Instagram ain't popping, I can't talk to nobody. I can't slide into nobody's DMs. Ain't that some shit? Like if I'm walking down the street and I'm short as I am, and don't get it twisted. I get looks. Usually they're with their mans though. And I don't understand that. I don't understand why a chick would look at me and smile while they're with their man. I always wondered if it was one of those because like, oh, I want to see my boyfriend get jealous. It hasn't happened yet, but it's like you don't look at me when you by yourself, but when you with your man or with your crew, that's when you look at me and I'm like, what's going on? And to me, that's confusing. I don't want confusion. I don't want problems. I want peace. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what to tell y'all about that shit. It's weird, man. And we allowed fucking society to put those mandates on us. It's like you ain't shit unless you got this, and this. Who the fuck are you to tell me who I am? Period. Like in all honesty, I want to say that to a doctor sometimes. Like they put a scope in, like they did the actual shit and they could see into my arm and like, well, you ain't never gonna use this again. Who the fuck are you to tell me that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody has these videos of them. Like, who are you to tell me who I am? And blah, 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 and they want to be, motivation. I ain't trying to be motivation. I'm being dead ass serious. Who the fuck do y'all think you are talking about? This dude needs to be a drug dealer. He needs to make this amount of money. He needs to be this tall. Fuck you. That's what you get. Fuck you. Not from me. You may get that in the streets. There's a bunch of simps out there that will be all that for you because you have a fat booty and you got that shit from DR. Congratulations. Hold on. Let me tell the let the fucking shit over here. Congratulations. You finally done this. You know what I'm saying? But not for me. Not for me. I have a little bit more respect for myself than that. The people I'm with have more respect for themselves than that shit. Don't get me wrong. There's a bunch of chicks that have those fake bodies that look good. And most of them, it's the natural face that does it for me. It's like, yeah, you got thick hips, and like, yeah, I want to bite that shit, but I like your face. The one thing you didn't touch on your body. But yeah, it's weird, but then it's I think it's about time that men start going, who the fuck do you think you are? With the amount of work I put into not to myself, but the amount of work I put into the day to do to be able to live the life I'm living now. It's not hard, but it's not easy. And everybody got their own problems and everybody got their own demons. Who the fuck do you think you are to put more limitations on me or demand more of me in an impossible situation like that? No, I can't grow. And I make the money I make. If I make more money, guess what? You're out of the tax bracket. What's going on, Anthony? Appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're out of tax. Like once you think of me as lesser than you, once I get to your level, you now lesser than me. Like this is the rules. Like I don't get it. I honestly hate that shit because I do believe that we can have some kind of equality when it comes to being people. Yeah, we can, everybody has their limitations and their own fucking things they can't do, but as people, we should be able to talk to each other without any fucking barriers. Because for that, it's like then only fucking gorgeous women should touch me in the hospital. If we're gonna do that. Right? Only gorgeous women should touch me or feed me. I want only grandmas to cook in restaurants. You know what I'm saying? I want only fucking old Italian dudes fixing cars or some shit. Like you feel me? Like what's going on here? It makes no fucking sense. I don't know. Maybe if y'all feel the same way y'all do, let me know. But if you don't, let me know because this is just me. I take it personal because it takes a lot for me to be who I am, and then to hear all these shits like you don't even know who I am, and you're gonna do all this other shit. You only get looked at by ugly women. Well, I hear you. You want to hear something funny? I only get hit on by gay men, which is weird. I was like, what? And I ask people, like, do I look gay? And like, no, you don't. Like, I'm not. I like women, but now the new thing is everybody thinks I have a kid, which is like, I've known you for years and I never showed you a picture of a kid ever in my life. You follow me on social media. I don't have a kid anywhere on my social media. What makes you think I have kids? Like, am I a spy? I don't know about this. Am I fucking Moon Knight? I have a split personality. I wake up in the morning. I got a kid. I got a kid and fucking another family that I don't know about. Like, show me some proof if that's the case. I'm trying to get some reinforcements. Trying to get Kenny and Dave from Pro Wrestling Podcast, the Pro Show, on here with me. That way you don't hear all the congestion and shit. But yeah, and it is weird, man, because I would. You want to be You want the real game. Have a real conversation with one of these chicks, and then that's when you introduce the smooth guy into it. Because the more you have a conversation with these chicks and get to know them and do all this other stuff with all that, they'll open up to you. They'll open up to you. Always figure out. And this is the fucked up thing. Sometimes you got to figure out what gets them going. Sometimes it's the the fantasy world they want. So it's like you're somebody new. They're in a situation, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, if you show them that you could give them better than what they got, they'll give you a shot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people get used. Well, yeah, because it's no longer like everybody's trying to get something out of somebody, and I don't get it. Like, show makes the mention like, oh, would you go out with somebody that's making millions of dollars? Like, I would, but I'm still driving my own car. Like, if she wants to get one of those, $600 steaks and shit, I ain't gonna be mad at her because I like the steaks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still want to be my own person. Money doesn't. It's not that it impresses. It doesn't impress me. It's just I'm happy for you. But where I am right now is where I'm comfortable. And when I get to that point, then we could talk about doing all the other shit. Because I've always been the type, like, if I ain't got money, I ain't going out. Whether you're gonna cover me or not, it's like I don't feel right not being able to cover myself. That just comes down. that's just growing up with parents. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't cover your own way, I don't think you should go out because what happens if you get stranded? You can't get home. You can't do this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those ways to keep security in yourself. But they miss all that shit too. And yo, these kids are not being raised. A lot of these fucking kids now are not being raised right at all. You know, I seen one kid. Well, I seen a couple people go up to somebody with the phone out like, "Hey, let me get your number," blah blah blah, and then you see the fake smile on the girl. They give them the number and they leave, and I'm like, "Well, she ain't picking up." And yo, back in the day, that's usually how you did it, but nowadays, that's not that's not how it was done anymore. Like this one girl was smiling on the bus, like she like just got good news, and this dude asked her for some shit, and then when he got off the bus, the next stop, her face just shut down. Like fuck, I can't believe this nigga just fucking asked me for my number. Like fuck, I should have never smiled. Word. Puerto Rican parents don't trust nobody. They don't trust nobody. They just want the goal for a Puerto Rican parent is to have you come home safe every day. That's the goal. They don't give a shit what you do as long as you come in the house safe. That's their goal. They won. They won that night. you know. But yeah, man, it's crazy because now everybody wants to social media, and it's like for what you want to DM me over social media, you look at the pictures. All right, cool, but what does my pictures on social media have to do with my lifestyle? You know, because everything is set up to take the picture the way like you're in a perfect location. Like yo, this song is playing. I'm here. Yeah, look at me, baby. Look at me chilling. Meanwhile, you walking by the store. Like what? Uh, you two toe tags. I get started. I get stared at by gay dudes. I also told my mom. She said gay men have great taste and looks. I guess so. I guess so. I'm just waiting for the women to start agreeing with these gay dudes. And that's the crazy shit too, because the women be like, "Well, I mean, you don't look bad. You're a good looking guy." And like, so what's up? Oh, you're not my type. What type am I? I can never get answers. Like, what type am I? One person told me straight, I was like, she thinks that I'm the type of person that would break her heart. And I'm like, how? How would I break your heart? She wouldn't. She never answered that question. And I'm still trying to figure out how I would break your heart. Speaking nothing but the truth. Hey, yo, man, this is how I feel, man. This is what I seen from when I was younger, man. Everything's different. Everything's different. Now, you know, when we grew up, love songs meant something. Now no one wants to hear the love songs. Everybody wants to hear the party shits and all the pop shits and all that other shit because they know it's fake now. Those emotions are fake. And you can't fake emotions from back in the day. You can't fake boys and men back in the, you know what I'm saying? Like you couldn't fake boys and men back in the day. There's a couple of songs that I would never tell to a chick just because she looked good. Like, yeah, like these are ones that I save in the bank for like on a wedding day or one of those like nah, this is the one. This is Junior. I have those special ones for them. No matter how good you look. Sasha come up to me, it don't matter. Unless I feel the way I feel like unless I feel 100% this is you and the rest of my life that this song nope, it is staying in the vault. It is staying in the vault. I'm not I'm not unleashing these songs. Now everybody you fucking write poems and give their fucking social security number to a chick that you just met. Like I want to do something for her. You want to do something special for her. Like what's special? Let's go on a fucking plane ride or a helicopter ride. How long you known this chick? 2 weeks. What? My nigga, you haven't even heard her fucking speaking English yet. Like she's still on the line with her operator. 2 weeks. Like what's going on here? Like, don't get me wrong. It's cool to be on a helicopter with somebody and do something special with somebody, but it's also like, yo, do I want to have this memory with you? I don't know you. To me, those are sacred things. Imagine you look back like, yeah, man, I took a helicopter ride with some bitch. bitch stole my money, or yeah, the pussy was whack, or she had a man, or she gave me herpes or the crabs or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what? That's what I'm saying, pimp. I don't know. She's like, I look like the type that would break her heart, and I'm like, how? And the thing is, like, I looked at her, I was I'm not like, I'm not soft. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at that in the face and said, I'm not the type of nigga to be lying to you. I'm not gonna play this game like you're hot, but I'm not gonna play this game to be someone else to get you interested. Nah, this is me. You like it, you like it. If you don't, it sucks for you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that it's too much too soon. Too much too soon, man. And then everybody goes, "Oh, life is short." It ain't that fucking short. You know, I'm in my 30s and I'm looking like, damn, I got 50, 60 more years if I'm lucky. Trying to do something myself now. And the last thing I want to do is fucking waste time with somebody who's about wasting time. You know? And that's another thing. People be like, oh, you know, I wasted time with this person because they lied to me and all that shit. It's like, yeah, shit happens. It be like that sometimes. You know, it be like that sometimes. There ain't really much you can do about it. But took the chance. It didn't work out. Take the next chance. Just don't be a sucker. That was one of my rules. I can't be a sucker. Can't be a sucker with chicks. I'm not gonna lie. I broke my rule a couple times and it didn't pay off. There was no payoff to it. I remember earlier when I said this chick wanted me to buy her dress. I'd have felt like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like if I would have bought the dress, yeah, it could have paid off. But there could have been also a situation where it didn't pay off. And I would have felt like a sucker and I would have been telling you the story. Like I bought this bitch a dress. I didn't even get to see it in it. You know what I'm saying? Like nah. To me, I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna buy you a dress, I'm going with you. I want to see you in it. I want to see it on the floor and we fuck it. Because at this point, you know, I'm not your fucking friend. Like at this point, I'm gonna need something in return. You feel me? Like I'm not doing this shit out the kindness of my heart. I'm not Shaq, where like I'm walking around the store and this chick's like, damn man, I really need a dress for fucking a wedding or a business meeting, and she's like $20 short, and I'm like, yo, here goes the $20. Don't worry, it's on me. You know, I'm just trying to be a good Samaritan. It's That's not the case. It's like you out here. I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to build something with you because you cute, you cool peoples, and then you doing this shit. It's like, wait a minute, wait a minute. I don't get that. And LaFlocka, you could probably verify this shit. If your son told you that shit, you'd be like, nah, get the fuck out of here. You ain't buying that bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't buying that bitch shit. Cause that would be like, nah, this bitch is just using you. No matter how well intended she might be, this bitch is using you. That's what's going through the mind of everyone in that situation. That's outside. This bitch is using. And yeah, like I said, you could do it, and it could pay off. I could have like 12 kids right now, whatever the case may be. But it's also like, nah, I can't. I don't want to build this predicated on that because it wouldn't have lasted. It wouldn't have lasted. Gotta treat you like this all you want. See, I would drag her and slap some common sense into it. No, seriously, yeah. Like, who the fuck you think you are? Like, how dare you ask that shit? You know? But yeah. And I have no idea where the height comes in. Like, one excuse I got is like, because the tall guys were jocks in high school. I was a jock. I was in the wrestling team. I would have been on the football team. My grade was allowed to play football. Like, I was a jock. Like, there's no height requirement for jocks. They don't measure you and go, well, you can't be a jock because you're not 6'1". You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are short. You know what I'm saying? I agree with everything you say. I want you guys to realize that there are good women out there. It's just hard to find because most women nowadays on some BS making good women like myself look bad. No, yeah, that's true too. That's true too. A lot of them, you got to deal with the backlash of the other shit. You know, like there's decent women out there that just They got to deal with those guys that deal with those women, and they turn into those guys because they want those women, and then it's a cycle. But then it doesn't help that you got guys like fucking the Fresh and Fit podcast or Tate, and well, not Samuels because he puts his shit clear. He makes his points crystal clear on who he's talking to. But all the other ones, they're sitting there going, "You need to do this, 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 and this is the way you got to be." And it's like, it's false. It's false. You're trying to control a narrative to make yourself look better, and it's fucking it up for everybody else. And we need to take that narrative back. You know what I'm saying? Because no one listens anymore. You notice that no one listens to what people are saying. Everyone, they hear keywords and then they start talking back. They're not listening to the arguments. They're not listening to shit. You hear Johnny Depp beats Amber Heard. Then you hear Amber Heard lied. Johnny Depp's innocent. That'll make up a reason why men shouldn't beat up women. It's like, hold on, wait. The conversation is not about us beating them. It's about her lying about it, or her abusing the fact that this does happen, and she was trying to get somebody innocent to be in that vicious cycle of being a fucking abuser and shit like that. Where is this? Where is this at? You know, and they don't listen. They don't listen to a lot of shit that they're saying. Everything is like, oh yeah, you got to be this, this. Who told you that, and why are you telling me that shit? What do you feel? It's like when you talking and you do the whole, yeah, I like tall guys, and you do this, and you're looking for the room to agree with you. I don't think that's really how you feel. I don't really think that's how you feel. Like, I could turn around to my boy and be like, I like all shapes and sizes, booties, big ones, little ones, jiggly ones, tight ones. It don't matter. I appreciate them, and I'm not gonna sit there and go right. I don't give a shit if you like it. That's me. You know what I'm saying? So I look at the booty, I was like, damn, that's nice there. That's flat. Like, flat to you is nice to me. But that shit's huge. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sitting there going, every woman needs to have that fucking fake ass. Everyone needs to have a 36 fucking triple DX box series X size, tit size. You know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of guys that's like, oh, I need women like that. But watch them. They'll get any woman they can get. You ever notice that shit? The people that are so specific in the type of women that they want, take whoever they can get. That's crazy. That's crazy to me because you're full of shit. I think you're just trying to be socially accepted and giving out those key phrases to make it seem like, oh no, look, I'm just like y'all. I don't give a fuck what y'all like. Go after what you like, but me, I'm more of a person. I need somebody to talk to with a nice smile because I like to make people smile. You ain't got a nice smile. I don't know. It's very rare you find somebody that doesn't have a nice smile, but then again, it's like doesn't happen. Wait a minute, it's a problem. Yeah, they don't listen, and everybody says the same shit too. When you ask an older couple, "Yo, what's your secret? What's your secret?" and the guy goes, "Oh, she's always right." That's the secret. That's the secret. Not that she's always right. Compliment each other. That's the secret. When you're out in public, you're supposed to compliment. Who wants somebody that's gonna make them look like a fool every time they go out? You ever notice that they always ask the guy, what's the secret to this long relationship? And the dude goes, well, she's always right. And then looks her in the eyes, grabs her hand, and smiles because he knows that he's just giving her a compliment. And she is taking it because they've been together so long that that's probably him going, the secret to relationship is to just stop being an idiot and work with each other. But in public, this is my woman. She's always right. This, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that people don't comprehend no more. Everybody, oh, you gotta communicate. You gotta communicate. Yeah, well, I'm talking now. How many of y'all listen? Communication is not the problem. It's not the problem. It's the acceptance and the understanding of the communication. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can tell you every single thing I'm doing in the day and it's gonna piss me off. It's just one of those tell me how you feel. It's like, yo, I don't like the fact that you're on the Friday streams past 12. And I look forward to those things because that's the only time we got. You know what? You're right. I'll try to do better or some shit like that. Right? Right? That's communication. But then I'm sitting here and I'm going past 12 because we're having a deep discussion. Now it's like, am I the asshole? Or is it just, or can she not, accept the fact like, yo, you know what? This guy's putting in some hard work. The shit that he's doing, it goes past because it's interesting and he's trying to put on a show and he's trying to build something. I'm gonna have to accept the fact that sometimes it's gonna have to go like this. It's not that he wants it to, it's in order for him to be where he wants to be, I have to allow that to happen. Which compliments me as a podcaster. But then, if you want to compliment it back, that's when you show the extra effort. Maybe the next morning you wake up earlier, you do something to make her feel special. Like, yes, I know I lasted longer, than I should have, but it's because of this. I can't help that, but you're the most important thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the comprehension that you need, not the words. You don't need the comprehension. Oh, okay. What's going on, show? Can you hear me, Joe?
Oh, I was muted. What your sick ass doing?
I'm talking about comprehension and communication in a relationship. What it really is. See, for the robots out there, still got the show language. If you look at your parents and their generation, it was so different. My mom met my dad in 1988, and they've been married for 33 years now. I don't think there's no hope for us. So, you know, this is where you turn around and you go, "This is the man I'm gonna be," and is this you're gonna find someone that has your morals and can accept you for who you are. It's harder now. But the one thing I learned from my mom was when you save all your fights for when you're in the bedroom. You don't fight in the street because no one needs to know your business. Like I always said it, my mom made more money than my pops, but my mom always made my pops feel like he was the head of the head of the household. He worked his ass off. He worked overtime every day. She had food on the table when he came home. She took care of us. She was at every baseball game when he couldn't be, all that other stuff. But there was never a you ain't shit because you can't do this. It was always a I'm happy you're home and here goes some food. Go watch the TV or whatever the case may be. They talk when they talk. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
that's like that's the thing that I think people are lacking is the understanding of each other's situation. Like you can understand. Like look at Show. Show is in traffic on his way home, and I understand if he couldn't make it on the show because he's dealing with all that shit. There's no malice, like there's no harshness to him. I would accept it, but he tried his best to come on. You know why he tried his best to come on? Because he knows that I'm not at 100%. He don't want me to be out here by myself dying because I'm not at 100%.
Hell nah. I'm here.
You know
Fuck
what I'm
that.
saying?
I'll drown with you.
Word. And that's the thing. It's like if you can understand your friends that way, then you should be able to understand your woman or your partner more than. It's just sometimes frustration, it doesn't allow you to look past all that other shit, and it's very hard to keep looking at those situations. But still, it's like that's what I think people should be learning when someone at 90 years old turns around and goes, "She's always right." It's a compliment to my woman. You got to hold your woman up on a pedestal, but you don't got to treat her like she's on a pedestal. Does that make sense? You heard me,
Makes
show
plenty. Yeah, yeah. Makes plenty of sense, brother.
yeah.
Treat treat her like she's on the pedestal, but don't act like she is.
No,
Or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Because it's one of those things. It's like no one can be better than the other one. But you gotta let the world know that that's your woman and that's your man. That is that one. And you get that in music back in the day, like the 80s and 90s. You had a different priority when it came to the dating and all that because you had players that was having sex with everybody, but you gotta remember he was in relationships with 4 or 5 women. Now you can have sex with whoever you want. You don't even need to know their names. But you know what I'm saying? Like you had to put in that game for the security and all that other bullshit. And the women were so mad at you cheating on them is because they thought you was the one that was gonna ride or die for them. You was the one like you're making them look stupid. And vice versa. She's making you look stupid. That's not what the relationship's supposed to be. You know, and nowadays it's like, I don't know what the fuck y'all want. Y'all looking stupid on your own. So you looking for somebody to make you look even stupider or what?
It's stupid and stupider.
Yeah, stupid as the stupid does, Lieutenant Dan. You know? I I, I don't have no problem. I don't need help being stupid. Trust me. I've been stupid most of my life. But
Word, I could be mad stupid on my own. I don't need your help.
yep. And I don't need you to help me look stupid neither, because then that's a problem. Is it, and it's sad to say this, but it's almost like there's no more relation. It's almost like bartering, if that's the correct word I'm looking for. It's like, the trades. Like I wanna be in a relationship. It doesn't matter who, what, when, where. I wanna have somebody. And then you just pick the first person. Well, I wanna have a kid, so you're just gonna sleep with whoever's gonna give you a kid. And then, you just wanted to be a mom, a dad. And it's like, yeah, I get it, but it's still selfish to the kid, you know? And how are you supposed to listen? I understand it's a different world. A lot of people are growing up single parents, but a lot of people growing up single parents, you're not teaching them the proper relationship. So when they're looking for a relationship, what are they looking for? They don't know the long term shit. So it's okay if they do the short term shit. It doesn't matter if I'm with you for 5 years or 6 years or some shit, or they do the I don't want to be like my parent and be alone. So you might not be the one for them, but they're gonna hold on forever. I'm not stupid. I just love making the worst decisions. Hey, I hear you. It's just emotional. That's what it is. That's emotion coming out right there. When you start making those stupid decisions, it's all emotional. But yeah, that's something that people need to start talking about. Fuck all this, social status or if you want a bad bitch. You know something? Definition of bad bitch is different for everybody. And I don't know who the fuck you think you are telling me who a bad bitch is and who's not a bad bitch or who's a guy that's worth it and who's a guy that's not worth it. Like you're gonna sit there and be like, yo, this bank account number. That's just shook. This amount of money in the bank account makes you who you are. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're not gonna tell me that. You're not gonna tell me that. Because then what's the equivalent for the woman? If a man needs to have a certain amount of money, what's the equivalent for a woman? Was it looks? And then women be like, oh well, men will fuck anything. Yeah, we would, because it's so difficult sometimes. What's going on, YG? I told you in your mid-30s you got an old soul, bro, because you keep speaking nothing but facts. Hey man, that's me being fortunate enough to grow up with my parents and my uncle and my family members. My mom had me at 41 years old. So I was learning lessons from the 40s and 50s. You know what I'm saying? And with my uncle, the 60s, the 60s and 70s, and my pops, the 50s and 60s. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm learning lessons from them. Shit, when you propose to a woman, because you better mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna marry somebody, you better mean that shit. We don't do this bullshit of you get divorced. No, no, you're gonna do it once. So you better make sure that that's the right one for you. You know, and it's always gonna be like, and I'm not gonna like her. The mom's just gonna be, I'm not gonna like her, no matter who you bring. I'm not gonna like her. Same thing for the pops when his daughter brings home someone. I'm not gonna like him because you got to earn that. Just I don't expect to just walk in somebody somewhere and instantly all the respect is there. Sometimes you got to earn people's respects. You know what I'm saying? That was back in the day. It was you earned people's respects, but they earned yours too. It was a two-way street. Like you went in there with the respect because the way it was, like the younger person goes in there with all due respect. Like, hey, listen, you be respectful. It's the thing to do. The older person, you have to earn their respect. They'll be nice and cordial, but you got to show who you are to people. Now it's you don't have to show me shit. I love you already. And yo, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of a lot of connections that you can make quick. Like when I met Pro and Kenny and Lay and Gigi and all, it was instant. It was like, yo, even shows like, yo, y'all cool peoples because it was we came in with the respect of each other. We got to know each other. We got we clicked, and that's what it was. But it doesn't happen everywhere. Can't force people, liking someone or them not fitting in. Doesn't mean you gotta be a dick, but it's just sometimes like, yo, this dude's alright, but he's not for me. He's not. I don't want him in my clique. Keep him at a distance, and whatever the case may be, may be. But now it's like, well, this nigga drinks, so let's do it. Like what? Because you had your cruise, and you protected your block and shit. But yeah, man, that's what it was. I grew up in old soul. Like it was, you walk down the street, you don't start no problems, but you don't walk down like a bitch neither. You know what I'm saying? Like I walk down some streets that had bad reputations, and I'm just walking, and I give the head nod to people. People look at me, I do the sup, how you doing? I'm just passing by, and they give me the little head nod like how you doing, and they leave me alone. It's like he's not starting trouble, but he ain't no pussy neither. You know what I'm saying? Because people who act pussy attract these motherfuckers because it's something fun for them. Predators are gonna attack someone who's scared. And when you're in those neighborhoods, there are predators. But sometimes when a lion walk past a lion, or an elephant walk past a lion that by himself, it's like, what's good, nigga? Chilling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It'd be sometimes that somebody look at you, you look at them, and now you fighting. No idea why, but you fighting. I didn't like the way you looked at me. I didn't like the fact that you didn't like the way I looked at you. And it makes perfect sense because that was the vibe. That was how we grew up back in the day. That's how we grew up back in the day. Now, there's no more vibes. It's all fake shit, and I gotta be on Instagram. I gotta compete for likes and all this other shit that mean nothing. It means jack shit. When it comes to a payroll and all that, like the views and the subscribes and all that other shit to make money, yeah, it's important, but it means jack shit. You think that I'm gonna give you a better conversation if there was 200,000 people watching us right now donating? I can't give you a better conversation because this is what I feel. This is how it is. So this conversation I'm having with y'all is the same conversation I would have if I was if the Knucklehead Network blasted off and we was in the Joe Rogan status. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't give you any better conversations. I can't like maybe we could give you different topics, but this is the way I feel and this is the way it is. So at the end of the day, all that other shit means cool. It's cool for money being in your account, and I don't have to go to work, and I can do this shit all day. But also at the end of the day, it means nothing because the connection I have with y'all and whoever else comes in here means more to me than that. I was gonna cancel the show because I wasn't feeling right, and show possibly couldn't have made it. But I said, you know what? Even if I go short, even if I do like an hour, let me do something. Because I know there's some of y'all that come in here and they're like, yo, we love the Tone the show, and we want to have this conversation because this is where we have these conversations. It's like I'm sick, but I'm gonna go on the porch and talk to my boys. Or I'm gonna talk to them through the window because this is the time we have the conversation. Yeah, I can miss it, but I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what, fuck it. Let me be out here and do my thing because of y'all. I knew Pimp was gonna be there first, and Flock was gonna show up, and Body and Walter and Harris and all y'all people was gonna come in, and y'all was gonna be here. And if I didn't show up, you'd be like on Monday, like, yo, what happened, bro? It's like, I didn't. And Kofi, I didn't feel well. Terrence, like everybody that comes in here, and it's like, yeah, and you would understand, but it's still also like, yo, but you know something? Let me do something. Let me do what I can because that's the way I am. You know. Do something. And you see Show was in traffic. I could show you the picture that he sent me. He sent me this picture at like 8:50. Uh this is him crossing the bridge, right? That's him crossing the bridge at 8:50. It takes him 2 hours to get home. He was like, "Bro, I'm not gonna make it." And he's like, "If I do make it, it's gonna be because I'm gonna be mad late." So I hit up Kenny and Pro and everybody else sees they want to come through and participate and all that. And everybody's like, "Yeah, I'll come on when I get a chance because they're living their lives." Perfect, fine. I hold it down. But then you see Show hop in there. He's like, "I gotta do something. Even if it's 3 minutes, I gotta let my boy know that if he's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna suffer together. We're gonna go through this shit together." And that's why this nigga's a knucklehead. That's why it's the Toe in the Show show. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do. And that's the type of integrity that people aren't being installed with nowadays. Everybody would do it for themselves, but would you do it for something that's like? Would you do it for work just because, like, you know what? This is the person I am. It doesn't matter if it's just here, there, or anywhere. If I said I was gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Now, granted, you sick, call out of work. You don't need to be at work when you're sick. But it's also like sometimes you gotta let your integrity do your thing, and that's the problem because no one's talking about that. No one's talking about someone's integrity, and no one's morals. And I'm not talking about just men. I'm talking about men, women, children, and every other thing that you want to identify as. You know what I'm saying? Those are the most important characteristics of a person. That's something we need to be looking into. We need to be raising our kids with, whether you got parents or not. The teacher should be installing that shit into the kids. Like it should be one of those things. Like I had a teacher that I was absent multiple times, and he told me if I was absent one more time, I'm failing the class for no reason. It doesn't matter the reason. I asked him, "Can I take off because my brother's coming home from the Navy?" And he goes, "No, my brother's leaving for the Navy. Can I take off this day?" And he goes, "No, you're gonna fail." And I said, "You know what? That was the agreement I made with you. I can't take off any more days." And you stuck by it. And it shows like this is I told you I'm not gonna miss no more days, and I fucked up and I couldn't see my brother off, but I didn't miss no more days and I passed the class. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta do some shitty shit, but that's the person if you're gonna say this is who you are, then be who you are. I should have never put myself in that position to begin with. But that's what happens. But yeah, I think that's the conversation we need to be having. Like I was listening to these two women talk about Martin Luther King being a good man, but then he cheated on his wife, and I'm sitting there like, what is that had to do with anything? Like, what does that business have to do with you? That business has nothing to do with you. How are you gonna sit there and judge this man on business as personal business? If his wife is okay with it, what does that mean for you? You don't know him. The only thing you should be concerned about was this man risked his life to get equality in the races, in the civil rights movement. That's the only thing that you should be concerned with. Everything else he does in his personal life, unless he's fucking raping babies and doing criminal shit, and he fucking used this to cover up shit, and everything was a lie. I get it, but in his personal life, if my man was left-handed and put ketchup on fucking tuna fish, what does that care? What does that matter to you? What does that? Why are you trying to make him look bad? Like that right there is stupidity to me. Like that is you don't have any priorities. Because freeing a race of people to become equal is takes more priority than him having sex with another woman. That's my opinion, but I think that takes more priority. Like what people are not gonna protest because you slept with another woman? Oh, we can't have equality because you slept with another woman. Sorry, no. You do what you need to do. I want to be able to drink at any water fountain, or I want to be able to eat at any restaurant, stay at any hotel. I don't want to be lynched on my fucking front yard. I don't want to be, hosed down by these hoses and attacked by these dogs. Let's put some priorities in this. You know what I'm saying? Let's set the priorities. Sucks for her, but she has to make the decision of leaving him or staying with him. We can't make that decision for her. We're backing him on equality. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Like what I do outside, unless it's illegal or whatever, fuck. It's like, is it your business? Like, do you really need to know what I'm doing outside? Like, I go to the store and I get orange soda instead of a regular soda. Is that something that really people need to know about? Like, nah. There's got to be a private life for everybody. No one's perfect. Well, no one can live up to your standards. Because I don't, that whole no one's perfect shit. You don't know the definition of perfect. Perfect is a made up word. And since everyone's different, no one can be perfect. So everybody's perfect in the way they are. When you're lying to yourself, then you're not perfect. But if you're going to stay true to yourself and be who you decided to be, you're perfect. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do fucked up shit, but perfect doesn't have to be 100% of the time. Get that shit out your fucking head. Perfect does not have to be 100% of the time. Nah. Like, because you rode the bike or you got 100% on the test. You got perfect on score on the test, but you used the wrong pencil, so you're not perfect. Like, no, you still got 100% on the test. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on with this bullshit. You are who you are. And that's good enough for me. Just be who you are. But all that other shit, you're a nosy motherfucker if you sitting there talking about him, especially after he died for us. How dare you talk about that shit? But that's just an example. Mad people, talking shit about Kevin Samuels after he died because of the way he spoke to women. Sometimes women need to be spoken to like that. People need to be spoken to like that. Especially when you come up to him delusional as fuck and you want to argue with him about your delusions. Someone needs to snap you back into reality. You know what I'm saying? Because why would you go there? If he wasn't so insecure with who you are, you wouldn't seek approval for him. And then you're going to go there and fight based off of your insecurities. And now you're like a dog fixated on something, and he has to nudge you to get you out of that fixation. And that's how he talks to you. He talks to you like that because you're like, how rude. Well, now you're snapping out of that fixation of you need to be right. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying. And the thing is, when people hear him talk, they only hear the snapping out of the fixation, and they don't hear the truth. You know? But then they hear somebody that talks and makes up a stupid analogy, but it makes sense. So now they're right. What? What? Listen, bro, I get it. You want to fuck everything that moves, get money. All right, cool, true. You still need game, and if you're gonna fuck everything that moves, and you got money, you're gonna have to be straight up because you can't do that shit. There's rules and consequences to everything, every decision you make. So if you're gonna play that part of the game, you gotta know the rules of that part of the game. You feel me? And that's the thing. Is like Kevin Samuels is not sitting here trying to teach you how to fuck everything that moves. He's just trying to say if you want to be ahead in life on a social status for men, you're gonna have to get money. You're gonna have to find a way to get money. And then when you start making money and you become rich and all that other shit, the only other way is beautiful women. But tells you how to you should be working 60 hours a week. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. If you're not working out, take the class. You gotta stand like nobody can fuck with you. He's teaching people how to be men, and he's telling these women, to be realistic. Like it's something different. But when you're sitting on idiots trying to say what he's saying, but flip it to make them sound better, it doesn't work because it's like you can't sit here and tell me that you're a man of morals and all the other shit when you're using women and you're using them just for pussy and you're getting money and all the other shit just to use them because now that's not integrity. You feel me? Like, listen, I have no problem with anybody that's fucking mad women and all that shit. But if you turn around and go, yo, listen, I'm not looking for nobody. If you want to have some fun, we could do it. But we fuck. All right, cool. But if you giving all these women these the perception of being in a relationship with them, and then you just using them to fuck, it's like, yo, you're an asshole. You're an asshole because you're you know what they want. You became what they want, so you could use them for something. The same way they're an asshole to you, you're an asshole to them. And it makes it worse because now there's no way that a guy like me could have a shot. There's no way whatsoever a guy like me can have a shot. You know what I'm saying? But a girl like her can always have a shot with a rich dude. Does that make sense? She's gonna be passed around by all the rich dudes, but she's like Chris Rock said, you can't step back socially. So if I'm not making money, he's like, you ain't nobody. Fuck you. I ain't nobody. I'm always gonna respond to that. You ain't nobody shit. Fuck you, because you ain't gonna tell me who I am. But anyway, that's the motive they're gonna have. You ain't gonna be nobody. But if you broke or you rich, pussy. You feel me? That's why it's gonna be harder, because they don't understand what they're doing, because they think they're right, because no one puts them in their place. And I'm talking about both men and women. And then the minute somebody puts them in their place, they don't listen to the part where he's putting men in their place or boys in their place. They listen to the part where he's putting women in their place, and now he's an asshole. What? I literally watched a fucking podcast of women talking about the PS5. How why do these men want the PS5 and all that other shit? It's like, why can't we want a PS5? Why can't we want technology that's made by adults for adults to play fucking video games? Like, what's the problem here? Do you not understand that video games enhances your eye hand coordination, fixing like it also helps you fix problems. Like it gives you fucking critical thinking and all that other shit. Like there's a lot of benefits to playing video games, especially going older. You know what I'm saying? Like that helps us with memory and all that other shit. Because there's some games you need to know what's happening because there's no cheat codes for the shit. What's the difference between that $600 game that we're gonna be playing, $600 system that we're gonna be playing with for years? I've already had this Xbox for what, a year, 2 years, still playing it, and then you have a Gucci bag that costs the same shit that you use for 2 months. Oh, let me catch up on the chat. Talking about fixation. Why are there dudes that do not want to lose their significant other yet they cheat? Because it became easy for them. It If you was going out to a fancy restaurant and you was hungry and you seen fucking free hot dogs, wouldn't you turn around? Wouldn't you be tempted to be like, yo, let me get a hot dog? I'm not trying to compare you to food, but sometimes shit gets thrown at dudes, and you can have all the self control in the world, but sometimes your shit gets the best of you. Is it right? No, you know what I'm saying. But that's what it is. They don't want, and also sometimes dudes are afraid of being locked down because they don't know if they're making the right choice when it comes to the woman they're with. They know that it's comfortable for them, but they don't know if this is the right one because comfortability is easy, but easy scary to us because we got to work hard for a lot of shit. So it's like, I don't know, is she the one? Let me see. And then you start doing all this other stuff, and it's mostly like you're fucking all these other women just to test them. Like, yeah, this bitch is an airhead. She got a good pussy, but this ain't the one. And it's like, all right, this one's looking the best at all of them. Is it right? No, but the way the way that society's molding us nowadays, that's the way that people do it. Because that never happened back in the day when I was growing up. If you was really with somebody that you really said that you loved and you was with, if you cheated on them, it was over. It was over. There was no, oh, I take you back 7 times. No, it was over. Maybe if not the first time, the second time, it's over. And after the first time, you lost all their trust. No matter how much they accepted it, you lost all their trust. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, it's like, oh, well, he got good dick and he got money, so it doesn't matter how many bitches he sleep with. That's your fault. It should matter. He should only be with you. The same way how guys say you can't cheat on them is because we holding a standard to y'all. You should hold the same standard and be ready to leave when they don't meet the standard. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. A lot of y'all don't leave when you don't meet the standard. Okay, good night, yo. My bad, I hit the wrong button. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. They don't teach none of these standards. They teach as long as you got what you want, fuck it. It's all right. Just make him buy you something. No. You're selling your soul. You're selling your soul for what? You're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable. And then you're going to be stuck in a situation where he's like, I can't leave. Because I got this, and I can't get this without him. But your standards are done. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. And you can't hide the shit. Once you're miserable with somebody, you're always going to be miserable. You can't fool me. You can't fool life. As much as you want to fake, and all this other shit, you know in the back of your head, you can't trust this nigga. You're always gonna be jealous of whoever he's talking to, vice versa, and it's always gonna be something. That's always gonna be that. There's always gonna be a straw that's gonna break the camel's back, and then what? You have to rebuild the camel. And the camel's gonna keep getting weaker. It's not a bone; it's straws. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna choose the life of misery. What? And then you got the independent women. I don't need no man. All right, cool. But stop acting like, you know, we ain't shit. 'Cause you can sit there and be like, yo, I got a good job. I don't need a man. But all right, cool. But we interested in you. Maybe you don't need us, but it'd be fun to have somebody. Because then you're going to grow up all grumpy and old. And then next thing you know, you missed out on shit and you're doing stupid shit. And then what? You never lived your life because you're fucking jaded. You know? It's like, yo, take your head out your ass and let's figure it out. And this dude's like that too. You know? Like I learned how to cook from my pops and my mom's. Like just because it's one of those, like, just in case if you don't have a woman, you can survive. But I'm not sitting here going, oh, I can take care of myself. I don't need a woman. I'm not also saying I need a woman, but it's like, if I can find a good one, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I can find a good one, I'll take it. Because I'm at the point in my life where it's like, if you want to fuck, that's fine. But, you know, if you're going to try to be something more, like, because a lot of, like I said it earlier, a lot of women want to be something more quick. If you want to try to be something more than just a relationship or just a fuck buddy, then you're going to have to seriously get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to seriously get to know me. We're going to have to get to know each other because I want to be able to trust you. Trust is not something that you can just give to someone. Well, you can give it to somebody, but once they lose it, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could choose to keep trusting them, but once you know that this person's always gonna do this, is always gonna do that, it's like this woman's always gonna cheat on me, or she's always gonna treat me like shit when this is like why I put myself. Or it's like she only wants this. It doesn't matter who she's with, like she only wants to go out to this restaurant and eat. It doesn't matter who took her there. So why it doesn't have to be me. I want to be that. I want to be special. I want to be the guy that's like, it doesn't matter where we go as long as I'm with you. I don't want to be it doesn't matter who takes me as long as I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy shit now. Cause I can have a fucking, I've done it. I've had plenty of fucking awesome times in the fucking parking lot of someplace having a ham sandwich, you know, or just chilling, talking. To me, I think that's more valuable than we can go to the movies. All right. I mean, if we knew each other for years and we went to the movies, all right, cool. Or if we cool peoples and we both want to see, it's like, fuck it, let's go see it. Let's both experience something that we wanted to. But if I'm trying to get to know you, there's no point to be in the movie. No point to be in the movies, you know. But listen, man, I think these are the conversations we need to have, and it's not only with the children, but it's also with the fucking adults, because the priorities have shifted dramatically. Everybody's talking about marriage as a contract. If you went into marriage as a contract or as the possibility of divorce, guess what? Not for you. Not for you. And not for you. Like I said, if I was with a rich woman and she wanted me to sign a prenup, if I really cared about her and I really said, you know what, we can marry each other, I'll sign the prenup because I want to be with you. I don't want to be with your money. You know what I'm saying? So when people get mad, like, it's like, hold on, wait. So you're prioritizing my money over me, or vice versa. Hold on, maybe you might not be for me. You know what I'm saying? Because some people want to protect themselves because they're not. This is the final test to see if you really about that life. And you failed it miserably the minute you started getting mad. You know what I'm saying? You failed it miserably. It's like, what's the point? If you really love somebody, what's that paper mean? You know? I remember one time this woman was talking to my mom, and she's like, how long you been going out with this? 10 years. She goes, you're not married yet? She goes, no. She's like, you ain't never gonna get married from him. I'm sorry. He's never gonna marry you. And she looked at my mom like, what? He's like, yeah, he ain't proposed yet. You ain't the one for him. Like a year, 2 years later, they broke up. But it's true though. It's like you know what you want. Some people, marriage is a touchy subject. They don't want to get married. I get it. That's cool, but that's a conversation you need to have with somebody. Yeah, being married doesn't make you better than being in a like if a married couple was sitting next to a couple that was just boyfriend and girlfriend, they didn't have the papers. It don't make them better. But that's something people still find that sacred. That's that next step of being one with each other. This is my person. This I chose you to live the rest of my life with because that's what it was supposed to be. But you still could do that without the paper. But it doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you worse because boyfriend and girlfriend is like, hey, if both of y'all don't want to get married, you don't want to do that shit, then that's up to you. More power to you. Make decision. That's it. You live with it. It's like some people don't want to have kids. I get it. I get it. And you have those people that have kids, but they're like, yo, you need to have kids. It's like, nah. But then again, when the person that doesn't want kids has kids, they're gonna do everything they need to do to be a good parent to that kid. So it's just you don't know what you want till you have it or you don't. But still, it's like I think we need to stop teaching these people be by yourself. Your friends are haters, or tell people, tell somebody good news that really appreciates it, or if they don't care about it, fuck them. It's none of your business what people care about. If what people think about you is none of your business. If I have good news and I told somebody, a stranger out of the blue, they're not gonna care. But you know what? I care. If I care enough to tell you, then that's good enough for me. That's it. I don't care if there's haters. Hate all you want. Anybody can say anything they want about this. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I care. That's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? And now, if somebody genuinely cares about your happiness, that's awesome. And that's beautiful. And that's where the connection comes in and all that other shit. But that's not something you still need to be like, all right, let me tell him something. And, fucking stalk him. Like, oh, he doesn't give a shit that I painted my walls blue. No one gives a shit that you painted your walls blue. If you give a shit that you painted your walls blue, good for you. Good for you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you gotta stop this whole weak minded shit. And everybody's trying to tell you that you ain't shit because you ain't worked out this morning. That's another thing. I ran for 52 miles this morning. Good for you. I ain't shit because I ain't run 52 miles this morning, motherfucker. I'm happy I woke up. I'm happy I woke up on time and got to work on time this morning. You want to do what you want to do, beautiful. Don't force me to do what you want to do. My standards, I'm not going to live up to your standards because your standards and my standards are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say that somebody doesn't genuinely have no energy? Because there's a difference between not having time and not having that mental energy. Oh, just all you got to do is go to the gym. Yeah, that's all you got to do, right? Sometimes that's all you got to do is the hardest thing to do. And you can make all the excuses you want about, no, it's not. It's just, you're lazy. Beautiful. Yeah, you're lazy. You're lazy. This coming from the guy that makes enough money that he can wake up and do whatever the fuck he wants. He's going to tell the person that just worked 8 hours and with transportation to work and back had a total about 14 hours of their day outside doing shit they didn't want to do to make money that's not sufficient enough to take care of themselves. And you're telling them they're a piece of shit because they don't have time to work out. What? I think they earned I think they earned the right to sit down and watch TV. That's me. I think you have no excuse to work out if you're making passive income and you're just sitting there being lazy as fuck. You have all the time in the world. You have no excuse. But for the people that are working, 8, 9, 10, 12 hours a day, they don't have the mental energy to fucking eat when they get home. Don't give them shit. Don't tell them shit about they're lazy. Fuck you. They earned the right to come home, take a shower, and watch fucking Love and Hip Hop, whatever the fuck they want, or wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know these people. And just because you think that what you did was hard, it still doesn't give you the right to judge them. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you. You can't keep other people into your standards because we're not playing the same field. We're not playing the same field. If everyone had the same lifestyle as these fucking people that literally can wake up and work out for 3 hours, not have to worry about going to work, They can work out for 3 hours, and they can make their breakfast. They have a chef making whatever food they want. They're living in a house with all this tech shit. They got a car, fucking, they don't have to worry about gas, and they can do whatever the fuck they want. Then you can call them lazy for not doing shit. But even then, they're making money, so they have the right to not do shit. But it's not an even playing field. That's like me telling somebody in school that didn't have money to buy books and is asking for paper. Oh well, you're just lazy because you could have stole water from the store and sold it for $3 and bought a pack of paper. No, no, shouldn't have to do that. Here you go, man. Stop looking down on people because you're trying to act like, oh, it's easy for you guys to be distracted while I'm living the life. All you want my lifestyle, so I'm gonna tell you how to do it. I don't believe y'all to begin with because not one person not one person that you're teaching is in your level. You ever seen that shit? You ever seen someone go, oh, if you take this course, you'll make money, and then the dude that's making money has millions of dollars, Bugattis, mansions, all other shit, but the dudes that are in that course has a decent lifestyle. A nice home, 1, 2 cars, nice family, living with the white picket fence and all that shit, but they're nowhere near where you at. So what'd you teach him? You basically got him doing the same work that if he went to school for. If he went to school and got a degree, he could have did the same shit he's doing. And who's to say that what he's doing he loves? And then to top it off, after he's doing what he's doing for you, you're gonna sit there and say, well, if you don't work out, then you're lazy. Like, I'm sorry. Well, why am I lazy? Because I'm fucking working a full fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like me saying, yo, show you lazy because you don't go home and work out. Like, my man, he works, but almost 13 hours a day and then takes 2 hours to get home. Like, I'm surprised, like, he'll probably be just getting home now or within the next 30, 40 minutes because that's how much traffic is. And then what I'm gonna say? 15 minutes, just go on the treadmill. Like, nah, nigga, I wanna go sleep. The longer he's up, the less he gets to sleep. And guess what? I don't know if anybody knows this, but the most important part of working out is recovery. And you know when you recover? Sleeping. I don't know if anybody taught you that. The replenishment of nutrition and sleep is the recovery of the body. And that's where the most important part of the workout comes in. You can sit there and work out for 18 hours a day, but if you're not getting a sufficient amount of sleep or a sufficient amount of calories, you're not doing nothing. You're not giving your body the chance to heal. And if you're not healing, you can't grow. Same thing as in life. You don't give yourself a chance to heal when dramatic incident happens, you can't grow. And progression is what they say leads to happiness. Which it could be if you're goal oriented. If you're a goal oriented person, progression leads to happiness. But sometimes calm and peace leads to happiness. You know how many people literally just want to be able to stand in one spot and look at their family or their friends and be like, "Yep, this is where happiness comes in." You know what I'm saying? It's like you're sitting there at the family reunion or at a birthday party, and you're sitting there, you're just looking like, "Yo, my whole family's here," and like you sit there and like everybody's acting the same, but you get a chance, like, "Yep, that's my family." That could be happiness, and it has nothing to do with progression. Nothing to do with progression. So take what these people say with a grain of salt. Remember, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Everybody's believing everything of what you hear. Motivation works, but you cannot live through that shit like it's the Bible. You can't live with that shit like if it's the word of God. You have to take everything through your own interpretation of it, and that's something I learned. It's like because I'm not gonna live my life based off of you and your point of views. Because to me, it doesn't make sense. Yes, you run every day, 18 miles a day in the morning. Beautiful. I'm not gonna do that. Straight out like that. I don't run. I get shin splints. My knees hurt. I got a fucked up back. I'm not running. So if you pride yourself in running and you think you're a badass motherfucker because you can run, beautiful. But that has nothing to do with me. And I should not have to live up to your fucking standards. If you wake up in the morning and work out for 3 hours, that's beautiful. When I wake up in the morning, I got 20 minutes to take a shower and go to work. You find me the 3 hours in the morning to work out. Oh, wake up earlier. If I wake up early enough to work out for 3 hours, that means I didn't go to sleep the night before. Get that shit. That means I didn't go to sleep the night before. So if I'm gonna not sleep forever, so I can work out every day for 3 hours in the morning, and then go to work, I'm gonna kill myself. And then you're gonna be happy? Fuck you. Fuck you. You don't know me. Like you don't even know who the fuck I am. So you're talking to people and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna expect them to do it, but they're gonna think that, oh well, he said to do it and you physically can't do it. You don't have the time, you don't have the whatever the fuck. You need to change your life before you can start doing all this shit that he did. But he don't know that. But you're gonna take his word for God. Like, come on, man. You can't do it the way that people do it. You can walk down a shovel fucking street, but when it's time to make your own path, you gotta shovel it. You gotta shovel the path. And the way you do it is the way you do it. There may be easier ways to do it, or better ways to do it, and you learn that throughout life. Those are experiences that you live with. But you can't be expecting other people to shovel that path for you because you're gonna have to pay for it. Shit don't come for free. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's where these kids ain't learning shit. Like you gotta pay your dues. And I get it now, being the fucking senior where I'm at. It's like I paid my dues where I'm at. I can do what I can do what I do. You got to earn the right to do some shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've been where you're at for a long time, you see new people trying to do shit. It's like, oh no, 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 no. You got to earn this. And then you learn like that's where it comes from. It's the fact that I know how to do my job and I've put it so like I can do this here and there because this is where I learn. But when you just starting out, you got to pay your dues. You got to get those experiences. You got to do things wrong in order to get it right. You can't do everything right the first time. You can't. And if you do, half of it was wrong. Somebody else took care of it for you. I guarantee you. Somebody else took care of it because they don't want to spend the time to show you something because you probably showed them that you can't learn. That's the only reason why I know people don't want to show you shit. Because like, oh wait, you said something to convince them that you ain't gonna learn from them. So it's like, I'm not wasting my time. I'm not gonna waste my breath. This is wrong. Let me fix it. There you go. Now I don't have to worry about my job being fucked up because you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But have some humility, have some fucking self respect, and stop with this whole bullshit of I need somebody like this. Like, because you never hear anybody say anything about morals or integrity or common sense when it comes to describing their perfect person. Everywhere you watch a show, like, yo, describe your perfect person. He has to be this tall. He got to make this amount of money. He want to have kids. He got to want to get married. He got to love Jesus, and he got to pay for every date. You know how many you know how many people fit in that category? But they're also gonna cheat on you. They're also gonna fucking treat you like shit. They're also gonna beat you. They're also gonna use you. They're also never gonna fucking give you what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like never do you turn around and go, I need a woman that knows how to have a conversation. Someone I can trust with my insecurities. And someone that I know that when shit hits the fan, they got my back. You never hear that. Describe the perfect person to you. Never hear that. Why? You think that's just gonna come in the package of the height and the money? No, it doesn't. That shit you gotta earn. That shit, that's what you should be looking for. Height, money have nothing to do with the way people are and who people are. This is and I know everybody's like, well, what's his obsession with height? Yo, listen, I have no problem with me being short. It's a joke that I tell people just because I am short. It's like it's obvious. It's the elephant in the room. I get it. But I'm also not gonna sit here and let you think that you're better than me because I'm short, because that's not the case. That's not the case. There's never been an incident where you're better than me because I'm sorry, I cannot allow that. And I can't allow anybody else to be like, well, this guy's better than you because he has money. Nope. Nope. Because I know somebody that be bored out of their life, have all the money in the world, but then have fun with me and we ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? You take a walk down the street and get to know each other. It'll be the best date you got. But then you go to a restaurant, eat caviar and lobster and all that other shit, but the dude wants to fuck at the end. He's like, he fucked it up. What? What? You see? You see what I'm saying? The people are being taught the wrong thing. There's no more common sense. No one knows how to use elevators or walk the street anymore. There's no more like no one is being taught how to be a human being anymore. And there's a lot. I'm getting a lot of complaints about that shit. People leaving, getting out of the elevator, but standing in front of the door, and the doors are closing. Like, nigga, I'm trying to just now, this afternoon, I'm trying to get off the bus. Lady sitting, this woman sitting next to me. She looked good. You know, that's for the record. She looked good. I'll beat. And I said, "Oh shit, excuse me," and she like did this, and I'm like, "No, I need you to move." Like, excuse me, and then she didn't want to move, so I pushed her out of the way. And then I pushed two other people out of the way. And then somebody got in my way and I pushed him out the way. And I got out the bus going, thank you to the one person that moved out of my way when she was trying to get in. And I didn't give a fuck about the other ones because it's like, yo, excuse me is a word. And that's meant to be like, yo, I'm trying to get out. Can you move? You know what I'm saying? Like this way you do oh, my bad. If you don't want to move, I'm getting out of the bus. I'm getting out of the bus. Back in the day, if you'd have been like, yo, excuse me, and they didn't hear you, somebody else would have tapped you and be like, yo, he's trying to get out. Nah, everybody in for themselves. And that's where you live in chaos. Like, what's going on here that no one taught you? One, put your fucking book bag down the bus. And also, no one taught you the rules of how to get on and off a fucking bus or elevator or a fucking street. Like, you do know that there's more than one person living on this fucking planet. Like, there's no fucking snap. Everybody's fixated on some shit. They're on their fucking phones. It's like, yo, I said good morning to somebody, and she looked at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, it's fucking 9:00 in the morning. Why you looking at me like I'm crazy? We're in the fucking elevator together. You're making this shit awkward. Like I'm wearing my fucking uniform and I got my ID out. I'm not a stranger here. And I'm awkward. I feel awkward as shit because you fucking making it seem like I've been following you since you got home last night. Like, nah. Just like what me and Kaz was talking about that couple weeks ago. It's like, nah, yo, dude, the first priority I got is to let you know that it's safe. I'm not here to do nothing to you. I'm just trying to get off my floor. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, no one has that. And then you'll see the older people. You sit there and be like, good morning. And they'll tell you good morning back. Because they were raised when someone says good morning, it's polite to say it back. Or when you go, yo, have a nice day. You too. It's polite to respond to people. These kids nowadays, have a good day. No. Fuck you. You know, it's like really. It's like, come on with the shit. And then I'm supposed to believe you're better than me because you got money? I don't even do the whole shit. You're better than me because you're a manager or a boss or the owner. Nah. Listen, I know the hierarchy of what's going on. I'm supposed to follow I'm supposed to do what you tell me to do when it comes to the job, and I'll give you that respect. But the minute you start acting like I ain't nobody, like I'm a slave or a servant, there's a problem. There's a problem here. There's a real big problem. That's not happening. I am not a servant. I didn't sign up to be a servant. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna treat me like I'm some garbage. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm a human being first. Human being first. And now everybody's a fucking zombie on their fucking phone. Everybody is zombie. Yo, I got caught up in the whole view shit with the reels. Because I was like, yo, we got 2,000 views on this one. We got like 800 views on this one. And then I stopped looking at the views and I'm noticing it was like 200-300 or whatever, but there's mad comments. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I make what I make. If people see it, they don't see it. I don't give a shit. I can't control who sees it or not. And that whole algorithm shit, that's meant for people to be obsessed with their phone. They're literally favoritizing people who spend the most time on their app, and people are breaking that code, and I can't be one of them. I can't be one of those people. I enjoy shit. Just like I told, like I don't do live reviews on the pay-per-views because if I'm gonna pay for it, I'm gonna watch it on my couch. I'm gonna watch my chips. I don't want to be disrupted. I don't want to be disrupted. If I see some shit that's fucked up, you're gonna catch it on the next podcast. But other than that, I'm not gonna like I do Raw because Raw sucks. You know what I'm saying? But you don't see me doing fucking what's going on what's going on off the top rope. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see me doing the UFC pay-per-views or anything like that, or like the sports games. Oh well, not like the Super Bowl because that's something I want to enjoy. I'm not saying I can't enjoy when I'm doing the podcast, but it's like, nah. To me, enjoyment is on my couch in the comfort of my own home, no shirt on, eating my chips. I ain't got to worry about copyright issues and other bullshit. You know, that's what I like to enjoy that shit. So when I get food, I eat. Like I get on the table, I have my drink, and I eat that shit. I'm not gonna fucking rush nothing. But if I'm at an event, I'm not. You don't. You see pictures of the beginning, but y'all don't have no videos of any match. When I went to the Grand Slam shit in Arthur Ashe Stadium for fucking AEW, there's no videos of matches. You got the countdown of when it started, but other than that, I was enjoying the show because I paid all that money to go watch it. I didn't pay all that money to fucking. Yo, come on, Kenny. You don't need no shirt. Shit, we do it. We do it. Fucking, we keep it funky over here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Now, if I went there for the purpose to do it, like if we all sat there and like, yo, we're gonna get tickets for the show and we're gonna record it and we're gonna do a live broadcast and we're gonna do this, beautiful. That's the plan. That's the reason why I'm there. But I bought the tickets to enjoy the shit, so I'm not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I went over Show's house the other day. We did a one shot, which I got to edit. It's 4 hours long. It's a D&D game. We had fun doing it, and we went there for the purpose to record it. If we went there to chill, none of this stuff would have came with me. Would have went there. We would have chilled. We would have ate. We would have did all that shit. We would have been chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I am. It's like we're gonna chill. Sometimes, like I'll bring stuff just in case if you want to do stupid stuff to fill the time up and all that. But like most of the time, it's like it's here for family. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoy this shit, and that's what I want. I want enjoyment because, like I said, like people talking about progression is, but happiness is not. Happiness is what you make of it. So my happiness is being able to sit back and seeing my people enjoy themselves. Seeing that's where I find my happiness, being with my family and my people, or like just being able to be like, yo, I'm chilling right now. I ain't got to worry about nothing. That's where the happiness. I can watch the Miz and Mrs., which Kenny, I'm up to season 3 right now, and yo, not for nothing, it's a good show. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's where I find my shit. Granted, do I want to have big house and all these cars? Yeah, that's this whole other shit. But am I gonna die going? Damn, man, I wish I would have bought a fucking mansion for fucking $52 million because that would have made me feel a certain type of way. Nah. But being able to enjoy the little things you can, and I think that's what you need to go for. But they don't teach these things to these kids anymore. Like the teenage generation and the 20 somethings, the generation after us and the generation that they're raising ain't really learning this shit. They're not. You can tell everything is about the quick fame. Like I would never forget these two thoughts. They got to be about 14, 15 years old, walking the street, dropping bottles on the floor, water bottles. Like I'm like, yo, dude, this is the neighborhood. Even if you're not from here, have respect for somebody's fucking neighborhood. Throw that shit in the garbage, and then you're gonna pick up your phone and you're gonna act like you on live or whatever the fuck. It's like, honey, knock that shit up. Like that. That's not a good look for you. It's not a good look for you. You're parading yourself as a piece of meat, and that's how people are gonna treat you. Then they wonder why it's like, oh, so many dudes are in my DMs because you got a fat ass. You got a fat ass, and I want to fuck you. That's why we're in your DMs. There is no one in there going, I love your personality, because we all know that's fake anyway. We all know that you took 30 minutes to set up that fucking 1 minute video because we all have done it. If you're a content creator, you know what I'm talking about. Off the Top Road Podcast, Kenny, call up Kofi Weaston. You know what I'm talking about, the setup for the 1 minute thing. You know that shit takes a while. You know damn well that's not your personality. You all, like, and if you don't know that, then sorry, it's fake. What they're presenting, yeah, they may be cool people, but what they're presenting is already premeditated. It's premeditated. They already know what they want to say. They already like I'm talking off the cusp right now, but I knew, but I knew when I came on here I was gonna try to be myself. I didn't think I was gonna last this long, but I knew I was gonna be myself, and I was just whatever happens, happens. I got to BS and BS, so that's why I'm talking, and it's lasting 2 hours of me talking. I hope this is a good show. I hope I'm not boring y'all to death, and all that. I hope I'm holding it down. That show's not here, but you know what I'm saying. It's like it's It's crazy, man. You know, that whole there's no such thing as winners and losers. Yeah. When you're competing, there has to be a winner and a loser. Because then what are you competing for? Like that's the problem. What are you competing for? You can't all win. And if you win, that just means you're better than people you face. If you lose, then that you should learn from something. You're either winning or you're learning. But you still have to lose. You still have to go through those failures to learn why you failed and to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like you do things wrong until you get it right, and then you do it right. Right? So what's going on here? We're gonna teach these kids how to play. Okay, cool. Don't put them on teams. If you're gonna teach these kids how to play baseball, don't put them on teams. Put them in positions. Have each kid hit the ball 5 times and go run the first base. And we're gonna run through the situations, and I'm gonna teach you what to do in every situation. And when you get to the point where you people know how to play baseball, these kids know how to play baseball. We don't have to babysit them on the field. Now they're old enough to be on teams. We'll pick the teams, and now we're gonna play baseball. This team won. This team lost. And it's the job of the adults, the coaches, the parents, and everyone else that's old enough to understand to teach these kids what winning and losing entails. Because guess what? These kids are fucking they're learning machines. So you have to teach them. They don't come already knowing shit. Like you have to put in the codes in their brain for them to learn shit. You got to teach them things. So you teach them you lost because of this one play. So if you practice this, hopefully the next time this happens, you'll be better prepared for it. Or you struck out because you didn't have your eye on the ball. If everyone's a winner, you didn't strike out. You just didn't get on base. Like there's nothing to learn from there. And even when you win, like I'm pretty sure if you broke down the way Golden State played yesterday, you can get better at it. But everybody's like, well, they won. Who gives a shit? No, 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 no. This is where winning and losing comes in. Because if you really want to be a winner and you want to repeat next year, you got to learn from the mistakes even when you're winning. Because someone's going to exploit that. It's like fighting. You can't throw a jab and drop your hands. Because even though you're fast enough to recover, someone's going to catch you. Someone's going to get that timing. You throw the jab, it got to come back to where it is to protect you. If you drill the jab and drop your hand, you're open. Doesn't matter how many times you fought like that. Someone's going to catch you. And then you got to learn to keep your hand up so no one else can catch you. You know what I'm saying? This is the benefits of teaching shit. And we got to also stop this whole bullshit of these sets of years, you need a degree, but these sets of years, you need experience. No. It's either we need a degree or we need experience. You can't have both. Unless I got 20 years of experience and I go back and get a degree. At that point, the degree is just a piece of paper. Because you're going to learn nothing. You're going to learn useless information when you go to school for a job you've been doing for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to a vocational school to work on cars. I went to a vocational college to work on cars. The only thing I ever learned that I kept my information, that the best place I've learned was at an actual car dealership working on cars. When I was actually working on the cars in the dealership, making those mistakes, that's when I learned how to fucking work on cars. Not when I was on school, when everything was set and it was made for you to do this, so they're telling you the answers and like how many PSI are in a tire. It doesn't matter. The sensors for that shit. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. The real world experience. Why is this tire deflating? There's no nail in it. So you go to school, like, well, you got to figure it out. You go to work, the dude's like, yo, there's no nail in the tire, put that shit in water. Why? If you see bubbles, that's where it's coming from. That's where the air is coming from. We don't have time to sit here and do all this other bullshit, the theory shit. We're going to get this. We're going to figure out the problem as quick as we can, and that's how you fucking learn. You know what I'm saying? I stepped out for a while. What are we talking about? Yo, pimp, I can't tell you what we're talking about, to be honest with you. I'm rambling. So I'm going from one subject to another subject. But right now, we're talking about teaching the kids the values of winning and losing. Everything equals life sounds so complicated. I just want to eat and become a beach bum. Hey, and if that makes you happy, then that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you work so that way you can take the time that you have off to go to the beach and eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to be a fucking multimillionaire to be. If you're happy at the beach eating, you're happy at the beach eating. Who the fuck is someone to tell you that that's not happiness? Fuck you. That's your happiness. You're happy. There's plenty of people that go to the beach with you. I know you look familiar. You worked at a Pep Boys in the Bronx. You messed up my brakes. Yeah, fuck you, Kenny. I knew who you was before. I did that shit on purpose. No, it's funny because I went to Alfred E. Smith, so I had 2 years of experience. So when you work, when you're at a school, every 2 years of school training you get is equivalent to 1 year of actual hands-on experience. So when I tell you I had 2 years of experience through high school, is because at all 4 years I was learning how to work on cars. So I had technically 2 years of experience there. Then I had another 2 years of experience. I had another year of experience through college because I went to 2 year college, and then I had 2.5 years of actual experience working at Toyota. So I had 5 or 6 years of experience working on cars. And the most I've ever learned was from those 2.5 years working on cars at the Toyota. And with all that experience, I had an ASC as an electrical circuit diagnostic and repair.
What?
And I had my license as a to treat up to 5 pounds of AC coolant to fix your AC and to work with the coolant. I had that license and I had my inspector's license. And I went to like 5 or 6 different automotive shops and I didn't get one call back.
Stupid.
Word.
Now get out.
What's going on, show?
What's going on, my brother? We finally here.
Word. And you know,
Go ahead, I'm listening.
no, I was gonna say, and you know what, man, I appreciate you coming in. I know you said he was gonna be late, and I was trying to hold it down. I'm hoping I did the podcast good. I hope people was enjoying it. My man, show came up in here.
Yeah, listen.
That's for show.
Let me take care of in the next 2 hours. You go to sleep. I got the who's here? Who needs attention?
Everybody said Kenny's here, Pimp's here, LaFlocka's here. We're talking about the benefits of teaching these kids winning and losing. And I got up to that part. I was also talking about having integrity and
Teaching teaching the kids
priorities.
winning and losing, you said?
Yeah, like the importance of how to win and how to lose,
That's crazy.
how to learn from that shit.
Your topic aligns with what something I was listening to earlier from somebody else's podcast.
All right, give me a second, sure. I gotta blow my nose. I want to get
Take your time. Take your time. Yeah. So your topic aligns with something that I was hearing, and I wanted to ask the people out there. Do y'all feel what I heard was from another podcast that the guy said basically bullies and him getting bullied actually made him the man that he was instead of actually doing what it does to the kids now and making them go crazy and uh their emotions going haywire. Like he said, basically the bullies made him tougher. Like he had two guys that used to bully him and always call him names and basically bully him while they used to play basketball. And basically the bullying used to make him want to be better. I want to get to be better so that I could show these kids that what they're saying is bullshit. So he basically was saying that the bullying helped them. And that's something I wanted to talk about to see if you guys agreed with him or maybe he was just talking out his ass. Because I agree with him on my level. And like he said, there's different types of bullying. So I'm not saying that all bullying is correct, but it does make you tougher. It's life. You hit bumps in the road, especially now as an adult. Now that you grow up and you look back as when you was a kid, you're like everything that was going on then is basically happening now. It's just on a grander stage. Basically, as an adult, you're dealing with other adults that are going to be your boss and bullying. You know how many supervisors and bosses are probably bullied you, and you as a kid having that torment helped you grow a little tough so that you could survive as an adult. Now, I'm only going to talk from my experience because I don't want to talk to anybody else's experience. Like I said, there's people out there that have been bullied. I've heard of people committing suicide. I've heard of people taking it totally different than I did. But I never was truly bullied because I was always a chubby kid and nobody really messed with me because I was usually bigger than everybody, mass wise. You know, a lot of people were taller, they were skinny. I was a wrecking ball. I could just throw my fat ass at your legs and it would be a problem. I'll break your legs. But anyways, so I really wasn't bullied per se. I did watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I did see other people get bullied. Um, I'm not gonna say that I didn't have people that tried because everybody I think growing up in junior high school tries you. But everybody gets tried. I don't think no kid makes it out of junior high school and high school unscathed from that one person that has nothing better to do than to bother you. Now the question to you guys is, do you feel that the bullying you received as a kid helped you as an adult? Like, did it help you mold into the person that you are now? Are you Did it make you worse? You know, some people might have took it wrong. Maybe the person hurt your feelings to the point that you to this day still feel hurt. There's a lot of people that hurt. A lot of people take a lot of different things differently. So I was wondering that. Did getting bullied help you as an adult now? And hold on a second, because for some reason I don't see the chat. Okay, now I see the chat. I see you, Flocka. She said we listening. So yeah, well, Flocka, as a girl, you probably didn't have no bullies, so you probably won't know the answer to this. Because I don't think females, well, from what I've seen, yeah, and y'all don't believe it. Y'all have life. Life is a little easier for y'all. I don't know why us men, we have this. As soon as we're born, we have this thing where we have to be the toughest, the alpha, the big dog. So we go through life basically fighting all our lives. Basically, you girls are chilling, doing each other's hairs. We over here killing each other, trying to see who's tougher. So y'all gotta
Word.
understand, y'all life a little easier than ours, even though y'all not gonna admit it because you only know your life. So you're gonna feel like, don't tell me how easy my life is, because my life, you never lived it. I haven't lived it, but I've lived the opposite. I've People don't open doors for me. Only once in my life, some girl tried to bully me, and I almost got arrested after that. You see, that's another thing. Girls are usually,
Joe, you got your sound system on your Elgato?
yeah. Nah, I'm trying to. Oops, it seems like we're having connection issues. I'm on my computer. Yeah, I'm gonna take off my computer sounds. Sorry,
No,
but
it's all
yeah, females usually is a little different because y'all usually are almost the same size. Like there's only one Big Bertha, but aside from Big Bertha, all y'all females are usually generally around the same height and weight. I don't know if Toad disagrees. Y'all usually about 5'5", from 5'3" to 5'6", and about 170 pounds. Now, if you get into the 250s, Big Bertha, that's the one you don't want to mess with. But usually, y'all are on the same thing, so I don't feel like y'all could bully each other. Like I've never seen a pack of. Okay, I'm lying. I have seen a pack of women walking around bothering people, but that was in the hood. In the Bronx, you see it all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, some women get bullied. It depends on where you at.
Where in the Bronx, they don't give a shit. There's
Word.
girls that leave their house looking for beef. We're gonna go look for whoever's
Word.
wearing the wrong colors.
That bitch like my man.
Hell yeah. Bitch don't even know who your man is. Were you looking at my man? No. Like, you can't even answer the question right, and there's beef. Nah, I don't even know your man. Oh, so you don't know him now? What you
Oh, my
trying to
man
say?
ain't shit.
Nobody?
Trying to say you too good for my man.
Man, it's crazy. Life is hard, guys. That's what we're trying to get at. Welcome to the Bronx. You know how it is, La Flaca. I just figured out that you from there the other day. I think you posted a picture of your building. I'm like, yep, that's a Bronx building. I know it. I know a Bronx building when I see one. Bullet holes in the front. But yeah, uh, yeah, I heard that from that. I actually heard it from the Fresh and Fit podcast. The guy said that he used to get bullied and it helped him. So I know it's controversial, but Aaliyah almost got into an altercation today because two girls threw milk at the car. Almost. That's grounds for ass whipping in the Bronx. Hell nah. You threw milk at my car. I'm about to throw this car at you.
Word. Run your
Word.
ass over with the car.
I'm about to give you your milk back. Hey,
You want to hit the car? The car got to hit
uh,
you back.
word. You you left some liquid on my windshield. Let me return it at 70 miles per hour. Pew!
Word. It's your milk.
Right into your jaw. Wake up, fool.
You dead.
That's the thing about New York Flocka. You could be minding your business. You be chilling. You that's the thing. You got to be ready for it at any moment. At any moment, somebody will say something crazy. Like shit'll just change on the dime. A crackhead will come screaming, "Fuck you!" That happened to me this morning. I'm in my truck. I just hear, "Shut the fuck up!" I'm like, "Oh, my man's standing there by himself." Like, what the fuck? What's going on? Your man's just fighting by himself.
That was me.
That's crazy. And then there's other New Yorkers that don't take shit from nobody, so they don't really analyze that the nigga's crazy. You talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to yo fam. He's crazy. Leave him alone. Now I'm gonna bust his ass. My man, he's sick. Get away from there.
My man said, "Shut the fuck up." 20 minutes ago, you was sleeping. He don't even know you exist.
Listen,
Fuck
bro.
that.
I'm gonna fix him. Word. He's gonna
Word.
be right today. I'm the
Word.
wrong one. Crazy. But anyways, if y'all have any comments about that, y'all can let me know. What else were y'all talking about while I was gone? So I could catch up. Maybe I could give you my inputs. I did hear most of the show. I heard you talk about how your mother used to treat her your father. That was dope. I wanted to say something, and I wanted to point out all women should be hearing this because women nowadays are changing, and I understand you guys feel that it's for the better, but us men are feeling like shit because we still got to do the same thing we were doing before, but now we're getting a whole lot less. We still got to go out there and bust our ass and pay every bill. Just now, because you got a little job, oh, I don't got to cook. So now I got to do exactly what I'm doing, put my life on the line for the family. And I can't even have the big piece of chicken like I used to back in the days. Like I used to see my daddy, or like I used to see my mother do with my daddy. Like I can't get the big piece of chicken. That's the only thing I was looking forward to in life. Like, yo, my daddy gets the big piece of chicken. My mother treats him like a king, no matter what. I understand that he might not make the same amount of money. I understand that he might not be the one paying every single bill around here, but he sure is treated like he is, like a fucking king. Even though she's working as well, she makes more money than him and still treating him like a king. Listen, that's crazy. Man, we need more women out there like that. That's the type of women, that's the type of woman I was used to. I've never My mother was never married. I never got to see my mother married, but I saw how she was with me and with her kids, and I could tell how she would have been with her husband. So it would have been like that. That's how I feel I don't know if moms treat their husband the way they treat their kids. Some back in the days. Like I don't know if she had the same treatment for you, like the same king treatment. Like did she?
Yeah, it was like when we went. It's like she made sure we all ate, even if we didn't want to be there. Like we was like, yo, I don't want to be at this fucking party. Don't matter. Get some food and then you can leave. Like
Word.
she'll sit there, but it was always like it was always that shit. Like we made sure that we was taken care of. But then again, it's like she wasn't afraid to put us in our place neither.
No, of course not. Don't get it twisted. Um, it's part of my job to let you know when you're going left. I never felt that's the one thing I feel some kids get offended by their parents trying to be parents. Like that's their job. Their job is to tell you not to go outside or not to do this. Not to, your parents know the best.
Yeah.
And not at the point you don't know that you feel like you just messing up my fun. Then when you grow up, you're like, damn, my mother was protecting me from so much
Yep.
that I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's crazy because I don't know if I told you the rules. Like me and my brother couldn't go places because he didn't make friends, and I always started fights.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing was, like that, I was like, "Oh, that's not what happens." But every time we went somewhere, I had an altercation with somebody, and my brother didn't speak to no one. So it was like, not for nothing. She was right. It's like there's
Yeah.
no one knows you better than your parents.
You know, so kids, I know that you crazy. You got a little piece of me. I know that little. You probably noticed that little lion. I seen that little lion before. That's me.
Yep.
Who were you, mom or dad? Who had the little raw, the little eye and the tiger?
I had my mom's temper,
There you go.
like the short fuse.
So she knows. She
Yeah.
knows. She knows. She knows herself in you, and she knows that you twice as bad. Nah, 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 nah. This is me to another degree.
Yo, the first time I've ever heard my uncle say this, we was in the hospital. My mom was on the machines and stuff, and they told us we couldn't stay in the room because the family was there to be with her for her last moments.
House
And they're
diabetes.
like, they were like, "Yo, we're gonna move you to this room. You're gonna have your own room, and then you can stay with her as long as you need to." So we moved to that room, and there's someone in the room. It was like a double room. Like, yo, what's going on here? And then security comes and said, "Y'all can't stay up here." And
Oh,
and I turned around and I said, "Excuse me?" And my uncle goes, "See, fucked up now. I was trying to talk to you because I didn't want him involved. But nope,
nope.
it's your problem." Like my uncle deadass was like, "I was the calmest person you was gonna speak to tonight. You fucked up."
I'm
And
not dealing
I
with
did that.
him.
Yeah, I did that. I did that. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. Yo, there was no questions there. I was telling him. And I told him, I said, "You gonna have to shoot me.
Hell yeah.
I wanna see you take me out of this fucking hospital."
So you better go get back up because he's gonna
Yeah,
get
that
funky.
was a big motherfucker too. But I was like, I want to see you and whoever the fuck else got the balls take me out this fucking hospital, please.
Word. I'm gonna rip your fucking arms off
Yeah,
and
yeah.
feed them to you.
It
How
may
dare
not be that
you?
serious for you, but oh, it's life and death
Yeah,
for me.
how dare you? Do you know what I'm going through right now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to displace my anger and my sadness, all my emotions on you? Get the fuck out the room.
Yeah,
For your safety, please. Like
yeah,
when you talk to somebody like that, for your safety, fam, yo, I promise you, I will rip your neck off your fucking shoulders. Just step away. Look, out of respect to you and your life, and whoever you married to, get the fuck out of here.
yeah. Go home and kiss your wife,
Or
please.
you just
Yeah,
bit the biggest bullet ever. You don't do
yeah,
you know
man.
do you understand what the fuck is going on in here? You better hope you never go through this shit and have an asshole like you in here.
Word,
Fuck
word.
out of here.
You better find someone to thank for your life.
Hell yeah, you lucky I ain't the way I
Take
was
that shit.
feeling. You lucky I
Word,
ain't just hit you with this fucking table. The
word.
little table that medical table. Shit. I could only imagine, brother. I don't know how you must have been withheld yourself because of the family being around and everything that was going around. But if I'm there for that reason. And these are listen, bro. You ruining my last couple of seconds.
Yeah,
of something very special to me right now.
Yeah,
Well, the
but
most special thing in the world.
yeah, but you know what
Yeah,
helped was like when I started saying that shit to the guard. My uncle spoke to like the nurse or some shit, and she was like, "Yo, listen, I don't care what anybody says, so you gotta stay in here." And she spoke to the guard after, like, because my uncle was on some. All right, I need somebody that has some kind of brain in them,
yeah, some
and
sense.
he spoke to someone while I was arguing, and my brother, because it wasn't just me, it was my cousin. Like, there was a bunch of people ready to kill this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, wait, no, 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 you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it.
Who called security, by the way? Because that's the first thing I would have killed.
I don't even know
Who
because all
called?
I heard was
Would
you
have been
guys
my
can't be here.
question. Who called you? Please. Who had the audacity to take it upon themselves to go get you
Yeah,
while I'm doing this? It's not you because you doing your job. Somebody came and got you and told you I'm not supposed to be here.
words.
Who
Somebody
told
risked
you?
your life.
Word. Somebody's risking your life right now, but if you tell me who it is, I might spare you. Because I'm gonna rip that person apart. Who the fuck
Yeah.
you got, man? The fuck out of here. That's crazy. I'm angry. I'm angry, and it's not even me. You gotta be out your fucking listen. I was willing to die for this lady before this. I think you could kill me 3 times now, and I'm still gonna come back. I'm gonna
Yeah,
catch you someday.
yeah, yeah.
I might not catch you now.
It's
I
go.
may, yeah,
Up.
it's coming.
It's coming.
I may be in a coma, but I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna find
And this is the thing, though. It's
it.
like it's not even me you gotta worry about.
Yeah,
That's the crazy shit. It's like I was going, like I'd have killed him.
yeah.
But imagine if you'd have touched me.
Oh
He
man,
would have touched me. My uncle would have really killed him.
not
'Cause you
even
gotta think.
that.
You
It's
gotta think
what.
about. Well, you gotta think about this show. It's like the way I was raised. It was like my uncle and my pops were my father.
Yep.
So imagine now your sister's on, and then you gonna touch my son? Nah,
And
I'm
he's
killing you.
being reasonable
Yeah,
while his
he's
sister
trying
is
because
going through that.
he knows how I am, but he also knows that if I get to that point, and if he got to get to that point, it's gonna be further.
Oh, it's gonna be hell to be.
Everyone's dying tonight.
I thought about that. You're not just gonna beat that guard and go about your way and continue grieving. Now that he's dead, let's go back to what we. You know, everybody's coming through that door,
Yep, yep.
and
The patients,
everybody's
the
gonna get it.
doctors, the other guards, the police.
Everybody's getting it.
Yep,
So my mama, so I'm done with my mama. Everybody's getting it.
yep.
I'm glad it didn't happen because we are here.
It's true.
We have
True.
survived it.
I
And
don't. I don't know if you noticed, but we got the new overlays up.
oh, I've been noticed it. I noticed this since day one. I mean, since I logged on earlier. I just my brain is not working
I hear you.
properly because I was gonna mention it on the chat, and then I swerved a little. I was like, "Fuck this."
Nah, I hear you.
Your car is very heavy. I'm beginning to like it though. It's heavy. At first, it's weird because you feel like you're driving a spaceship. Like when you dip out of traffic, you feel the weight. But now that I feel the weight, I'm adjusting to it. You
Yeah,
just it's just a heavy car.
yeah. Especially coming from that Kia. You had a little one.
Oh shit, that shit was air. This shit is heavy. Like you could feel it. I've never felt a car that's heavy. That's crazy.
Oh no,
Like the weight. Like I could feel it's heavy.
a lot of the cars I had were heavy, so
Sturdy
I'm used to
too.
that shit.
Very sturdy.
Yeah, but that's a car you cruising.
Yeah, I was that shit is that's what it makes me feel like a Grand Marquis. I don't them big cars back in the days that had the bench in the front. The shit is sturdy.
Word, yeah. So Lay's been waiting all night to ask you. So we
Ah
slaves?
shit. Listen, according to y'all, I'm the only one that was slave back in the day, so we gonna don't worry. I'm gonna put y'all DNA through ancestry.com. We gonna see.
No, that's
Y'all
not.
got some Africans in y'all, man.
That's not what you said.
I know, yeah.
I know
I
my
know.
family went through all the on the Greek side and the Puerto Rican side went through the slave trade. What you said was we were
We
slaves.
were slaves. Come on,
Back in the
man.
90s, we had the old man river doof. Like we had to change the shit on us.
Oh, so you wasn't a slave from 8 to 4? 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to
The way,
Friday?
not the way Black Boat was a slave.
Oh nah, we ain't getting paid in cotton, but we almost the same. I got the whip marks.
Shit.
They busted my ass today. I was supposed to be on the show.
You made it. Last
Yeah, we need you on the truck show. We need you to perform here. I like the new overlays though. These just look. What I like the most is, is it the pixels? It's the clearness.
yeah.
Like it's clear. I don't know how to explain it. There's no this. It's a clear picture. The letters are crystal clear. This should look like a 4K picture. That's what it looks like. We got no master, sir. Oh yeah, I got a master. Master saw me this morning on time. He was right by the clock. Making sure I was there 2 minutes early. Master made sure I was on time. What you mean, Lay? Lay, how's work, man? How's everything, man? How you doing? I know you wanted a Darth chart. Darth choked a couple of people over there. You know what I'm saying? Light. I forgot what that collarbone choke is called. I saw somebody do that. My man choked him out with his own what's the name of that Chinese thing? The gi? Yo,
Yeah.
he choked him out with his own gi, B. I've never seen that. He did a alligator roll on him. He grabbed him like this, and then he he jumped like to the other side and kept twirling, like he kept doing this shit. And by the time the ref went in there, my boy was dead. Yo, he was like, oh shit. Yo, he was out. How you with his own collar? Whip? Come here. Hell yeah. Oh shit, that happened to you twice, Lay, with the collar? What is that choke called? That's like a jujitsu choke.
Yeah, that's called I grabbed your shit and choked you out.
Word. Choked your ass out with your own collar, you sucker. Wake up, fool.
That's the what you know about this shit right here.
That's gotta be the worst way to lose, man. To wake up with the ref on top of you taking your mouthpiece up. What happened? I seen a couple of guys. What happened? A gi choke. Nice. Like, yo, what happened? You got your ass beat. For real? I wasn't even here.
The match ain't even start yet.
Word. Come on, ref. I still got it, ref. That's gotta be the worst feeling. I've seen people try to fight the ref.
Yeah.
Like,
They get
bro,
knocked out cold and then they're trying to take down the ref.
Word. Like, yo, what happened? One of them was what? Oh shit. My man got choked out by 100-pound woman. This woman must have been nasty, Lay.
Yeah.
Like a white belt or something. What was it? A white belt jiu-jitsu?
Yo, dude, it only takes one mistake.
I know.
What's going on, Boricua Tommy? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Steph Curry winning his fourth title, being so emotional at the end? Do you think he was the greatest small point guards ever?
Small, the greatest point guard of all time, bro. Well,
Steph Curry?
All big. Hell yeah.
I don't know about point guard. Shooter, we could give him shooter. We could give him one of the best shooters. Point guards, I don't know.
He's the greatest point guard of all time. He has one ring less than LeBron. Just to put it into perspective.
That don't mean nothing.
Oh, yes, it does. Because all those rings, he ain't do no Durant. Oh, he won those. Durant was now
Bill
that
Russell
you
got
see
12
it.
rings.
Yeah, but Bill Russell was playing
Oh, so you making excuses?
They was playing the
Making
white
excuses.
mechanics.
So Steph Curry's only shooting threes.
Nobody can stop it, bro. That's like Mariano Rivera.
Because
He
they
only throws a cutter. They hit it.
you can't play defense anymore. Everything's a fucking foul. Look at James Harden. He doesn't even shoot no more. He just jumps into you.
You can't do that no more. That's a
Yeah, now
foul
he
on
doesn't
you.
know how to play anymore.
Yeah, that's a foul on you. Play really, bro. 100 pounds. Yeah, yo. Pimp. It's all it takes, pimp. When you got the skills, it doesn't matter. I've seen Ronda Rousey judo flip a 250-pound guy.
Yo,
Broke his ribs.
the thing about jujitsu, it's a chess match. It's about position before submission, leverage. If someone had the right leverage point, they could hip throw mine. That 100-pound girl could hip throw me. I'm 240. You got the right you got the right leverage and the right position. You can manipulate anybody into.
True. I agree because I've seen, like I told you, I've seen it. Hold on, I was reading and speaking at the same time. I know it's a bad example, but you got to give her credit, Lay. I know that we don't give her credit much on wrestling, but this lady was a judo champion. So
That judo didn't work when she got punched in the face.
no, I agree. I'm not saying she was a great UFC fighter, but she was a great judo champion. I'm pretty sure about that. Her throws are legit.
But yo, Pimp, and see, this is the thing though. Is like you got to give Steph Curry his credit. True, but if Reggie Miller had a team that could shoot threes just as well as he could, he'd have had like 9 fucking championships.
But
You know what I'm saying?
that's not Steph's fault, bro. He sat around when nobody was there. There was a point in time where it was just him and Clay broke his knee, and he suffered.
And what
It was
happened?
terrible.
They didn't make the playoffs, so they got out the first round of playoffs. So this is the thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, don't make excuses for one and then make excuses for the other.
I mean, he can't do it by himself. Look at LeBron. He can't do it by himself.
Hey man, that sounds like like this is the thing. Is he a good shooter? Yeah, but greatest of all time? I don't think so. It's different eras. They play differently. He's not a pure point guard. Pure point guards don't do that. He would have been he would have been a shooting guard or a small forward if he played back in the day.
Shooting guard. Yeah, he's too small for a small forward. He would have been a shooting guard, but I don't know if he would have won a guard Jordan. Jordan would have murdered him. He's little, but he's breaking records, bro. He's most threes ever. Pretty sure he's gonna break the scoring, most scoring if he keeps going. Four-time champion. Shit, he got more championships than D Wade. Can we agree he's better than D Wade?
No,
Really? Yikes. Can we agree he's better than Iverson?
better is all subjective.
True.
If you put that same team around these people that you're talking about, Iverson's gonna look a lot better than he did. Iverson took one of the historically worst teams in the world to the finals. Could Clay do that? I don't think so.
It also depends because look, people say the same thing about fucking Harden playing everywhere. He can't play nowhere. Go ahead.
Harden can't play shit.
It made it seem like he would have saved the Lakers.
You know, can Steph Curry play center the way Magic did and win the finals?
No.
He could shoot.
Give that man his respect though.
He could shoot.
If you damn, I was thinking about this walking around school. I mean, work. If I surpass LeBron, right? And I get one more, I got more rings. I got the same amount of rings as Kobe. Where do you put me in Mount Rushmore?
Nowhere.
Matter of fact, I need 2 more to catch Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
It doesn't matter. Yo, Robert Horry got more fucking rings than Jordan.
Yeah, but Robert already got those in different teams. He went to different
But
championship
by
teams.
your standards, Robert Ory's better than Jordan because he got more rings.
No,
Yeah, that's the way you're standardizing it right
Nah.
now. Yeah, that's what you're saying. If Steph Curry gets more rings, he's better than Jordan. So whoever got more rings than Jordan is better than Jordan. That's
They-
not how it works.
I think there got to be
Kobe,
a serve fucking rule to that. You
no.
got to be one team.
And Kobe and Jordan were great because you had to beat them. Like they stopped legends
Mm-hmm.
from ever getting to a ring. You know what I'm saying? Like Curry let people fucking go get rings whenever the fuck they wanted to. There's no heart in this era.
Who did he stop this year?
No
From
one.
getting a Tata Temple. He went straight through him.
He don't have no heart.
Went straight to John Morant. That was tearing everybody's ass.
The only person that he prevented from winning was the only team that actually was prevented from winning the finals would be probably the Mavericks. Because Luka was doing his thing.
Took care of
But
Luka. Damn.
but these teams nowadays have no fucking heart. They have no fucking heart. Look at all the sloppy mistakes that Boston was making.
Yeah.
Come on, son. You do not pass me the ball at 3 miles an hour in the fucking finals. Draymond Green should not be able to touch that fucking ball if you passing it to me. The same way last year, the fucking finals. The Suns and the fucking Bucks were like, no, please, you win this. You win this. I don't want to win this. You win this.
The Suns, man. They've been doing that for 2 years straight. You
Willie,
win this.
for the sub, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, the problem is they only see one guy and like they win it alone. When Jordan had other players and Kobe had other players. True. But when the game was on the line, this is the thing. When Curry won his 4th championship, this is his first MVP, right?
Mhm.
Jordan won every single MVP of the championships he won.
I agree. Does that make him better or worse? That I could be the greatest point guard
That means
in
that
this league.
Jordan won the finals.
So I'm saying I know what it takes to win. Sometimes it doesn't take me. I could adopt. If we got Durant, I don't need to score.
It's like when Shaq was the MVP and Kobe wasn't. It was like Shaq won this shit.
Damn.
And then Kobe had to win it. And when he finally got the MVP, he's like, yeah, here you go, nigga. Give my respect. MVP is the most valuable player on that team. If you're not the most valuable player on your team, you ain't you helping them, but you ain't the main guy. They said Iguodala was the main guy when they beat fucking LeBron that first time. They said Durant was the guy when they beat LeBron that time.
Will you take Durant or Curry?
I would
'Cause
rather take Curry.
the team is winning with either.
No. Kevin Durant does not have. There's no proof that Kevin Durant can take a team to the finals.
Well, he could take a team that's already built around
He
Curry.
he could take a team to the All-Star game.
You know what's crazy? That just proves this. He joined the team that was already built to win the championship. Because he basically joined this team that just won. This is the team he joined. This was his team. They haven't added nobody. It was him, Clay. Yeah, this is the team he played in. He basically joined this team.
Is this a good team? Yeah, but then you got to remember, bro, this is a different game of basketball. Back in the day, they used to have a playbook just for Jordan. The Pistons was like, yo, we're going to play this game just for Jordan.
No, they do the same.
No, everyone,
Curry, right?
you know how they plan on beating the Warriors? We're going to outshoot the threes at them.
Yeah.
You don't have people that can shoot as many fucking threes as Steph Curry and Klay Thompson can. Get out of here. They're not making up any plays. They're not sitting there going, yo, we're going to guard Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and make the other team win. No. Take as many shots as you want. Take as many fucking turnovers as you want. We're going to shoot the lights out. And then when we couldn't hit those threes because we're not a 3-point shooting team, we're just going to be like, hey, man, you just missed shots.
That's the problem with the Knicks.
That's not how you play. That's not how you play basketball. No, I don't think Curry will beat Jordan 1-on-1.
I don't know. I mean, I'm lying. So, he might.
The Spurs had one of the best teams I've ever seen play, like actual team. Especially when Duncan's on the floor. They had a leader. There's no real leader.
Mr. Fundamentals.
Yeah. Yo, you You can't tell me that Steph Curry's gonna beat Jordan 1-on-1. Jordan was Defensive Player of the Year.
I told
Steph Curry doesn't play defense on nobody.
you do know Steph Curry can shoot from anywhere though.
Don't matter. If I'm playing defense on you on the other end of the court and you can't shoot, it don't matter.
He could,
Jordan's not gonna sit there and go, well, shoot the shot from the other end of the court. No. It doesn't matter if you're on Mars. He's gonna prevent you from doing anything.
you know, he
That was
could
the
dribble
mentality
too.
back in the day. If you dribbled the ball next to me, I'm disrespected right now. How dare you think that you're good enough to dribble the ball next to me? The defense now is called Olay. They just let people run past him.
Not Draymond. Draymond, every series he was knocking somebody over, doing something crazy. My man ran over John Morant. Oops, my bad. Picked him up, held him in the air like a baby. Fucking, I totally forgot his name. Draymond reminds me of Dennis Rodman. You just here to drive people crazy and play defense,
But
bro.
I don't think Dennis Rodman will get rattled. The way
Oh hell no.
Draymond was rattled, the way Draymond was rattled in Game 3 when they were in Boston, at least the beginning, the first 3 quarters, Dennis Rodman would never been rattled. He would have loved that shit.
Yep.
He would have played harder because you talking about fuck Rodman. He was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which one of y'all first?
Get the whole cone.
Nope.
I like that about Rodman. He was a tough. That's the first player that didn't score one. I used to see not score 1 point, bro.
You don't need to.
21 rebound, 16 assists, 0 points.
You don't need
How,
to.
Sway? How you got 15 rebounds and you didn't put one back?
Because the play was get the rebound and give it to Jordan.
Give it to Jordan.
That was
Figure
his
it out
job.
later.
Give it to Jordan. That was the job. Get the rebound. I don't need you to shoot. I don't need you to score. Get the rebound and pass the ball. That was your position. That's what you do.
At 6'6", bro.
I don't think Dennis
No,
Rodman was that
he
short. I
was-
think he was like 6'8".
6'8", yeah. Yeah, but for a rebounder, bro, 6'8" is shit.
Back in them days.
Now, too.
A lot of
He was
6'7". He was
7 feet tall.
6'7". He was 6'7".
Grabbing 20 rebounds a game? He
Yeah, but
must have had some fucking hops.
he was nice.
He said that. He said that's all he practiced. He
Yeah.
knew how the ball was going to hit off the rim.
Yep. Yeah. Rodman's career high is 34 points. And that was probably in the Pistons, right?
Really? That probably was in high
That
school.
probably was in the Pistons. Or in the Spurs, because I know he played in the Spurs also.
In college. The bad boys. I ain't going to lie, though. I think Boston, if Tatum stops being a bitch, because you're supposed to step up in the playoffs, bro.
You are,
All
but
that had a bad game bullshit.
yo, Al Horford is the veteran on that team. He should have been the one to step up. He should have been the one to keep Tatum in line. Just because you're the superstar doesn't mean that you're the leader. Sometimes the leader needs to be like, yo, you need to step up.
Word.
You need to step up. Throw some balls.
You
Stop
the
with this
president.
bullshit.
Let's go. We need you to lead. Right now, you're acting like a bitch.
Yeah. But that's Al Horford's job. That's the oldest man in the room's job. Teach this young kid how to be a leader. You can lead when you're winning. But when we down, now grow some balls and lead this fucking team.
We saw it on the other side. Was it Iguodala? It was. Remember the play I showed you when my man was like, "Yo, come here, come here." Don't do that, man. Yo, he really pulled them to the side like a step hop. Yo, let me highlight you, player. He's not supposed to do that.
Because that was back in the day. That's the back in the day tendency. I don't give a shit if we were up 50 points. You don't never do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Never do that shit.
And what Draymond's career high? That's easy, pimp. Draymond's career high is 4 rings. 4 rings. He got 4 of them joints. 4 little Charles Barkley was looking for one. This one. That's all Charles Barkley wanted. He just wanted to wear one. He just wanted to look at it.
Oh, so based off of your criteria, Dennis Rodman's better than Draymond Green because he got 5 rings.
It don't even have to be with the criteria. I thought Dennis Rodman was better than Draymond without the rings.
You thought Draymond
Draymond,
was good?
no, I
Oh,
think Dennis Rodman is
no,
better
yeah.
than Draymond without the ring. First of all, Dennis Rodman don't even shoot. Imagine if Dennis Rodman would just practice his shot, had a little butter jumper, bloop. He didn't even try to shoot. You imagine if he had a shot. Draymond, at least, you know how many times I see Draymond open at the 3 and he passed? Here you go. I know I don't got a shot. I'm good.
He's supposed to fucking get the rebound and pass it out. What is he doing at the 3?
Word. Why are you here? That reminds me of 2K players. Can you shoot? Nah. Why the fuck you here? Why you taking up space? Get out of here. Get that, or you can't shoot.
What you standing next to me?
Word. You blocking me. I can shoot, but I can't with you here. Can you go over there? Basketball is great, man. Damn, it's over.
Yep.
Football, over. Hockey, we just lost, over. All we got is baseball. Crazy.
And not a lot of people watch baseball. They don't watch it for the enjoyment of baseball. They watch it for the home runs.
Correct. And you actually got to sit around to watch. Might well watch the replay, I guess.
You know what the crazy shit is? I would rather watch baseball at the stadium than on TV. That is the only game I would rather be at the stadium because the game goes so fast at the stadium than when it does when you're at home watching.
Yeah, you don't see the time.
Yeah.
The only thing is I'm weird. It's two different experiences to me. When you're at the stadium, it's a whole different experience that when you are in the TV. But I would someday like to mix both of them. I want to watch the game and I want to hear the TV in my ear. Like I actually enjoy hearing Michael K.
Yeah.
You don't hear shit at the stadium. It's just nothing. You hear when the piano comes on, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then just crowd noise. Nothing.
Oh,
Unless you hear the
number 2, Eric
yeah,
Pizza.
yeah,
Number 2.
that's it. Unless you hear clook. Oh, there it is. Yay!
Back gone.
I want to bring my headphones and hear Michael K as I watch it live. I haven't been able to do it yet, but that's like a dream of mine.
I hear you.
For my birthday this year, I don't know if I'll do it, but I want to sit. I always wanted to sit either behind the home plate or
Dugout.
by the dugout, or at least by the first base, first or third base. But I want to be in that row, that first row.
Yeah.
Like I always wanted to watch a game from there, see the fly balls, see the players, scream at the players, Altuve, you asshole. I can hear you. Word. You know I can hear you, right? You right there. It's your first time with some good tickets. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that this year. Baseball. Damn, we spoken about, well, you spoken about everything. You went from sports to teaching the kids how to be. I wonder.
You should really look for it in the partner.
I wonder if we should start kicking game to these kids. Game that we wish we would have had.
I'm trying.
Like, yo, kids, there's a lot of shit out there that the world doesn't teach you that should be taught to you guys. And we know what that is because we're already adults, so we know what we would have wanted to have learned. I would have loved to have learned taxes.
Word.
Like, why do they take this? Why do they take that? How can I beat this? Like, I've heard some shit on YouTube that I'm like, yo, if this is true, Why the fuck weren't we taught all of this?
Because it's better to keep in control of people who are confused.
True.
You know all the loopholes, you're gonna go through them shits and they can't keep
Hell
you in
yeah.
control.
Like, give me all the loophole. If I buy a 20, like I heard there's a millionaire loophole. Well, I've seen two guys do it on TV. He was gonna owe the taxes $10 million. So instead, what he did, he bought a $6 million plane to lower his how you call this?
Tax bracket?
Yeah, to lower his tax bracket to another tax bracket, and then the income tax actually ended up owing him money. So there's little loopholes like that. Like my man actually went around begging people. Like you're supposed to have I'm trying to find the word for this. It's not an appointment. You're supposed to like schedule something
Yeah.
so it could be ordered. My man went in there. Listen, I just sent you the money. What do you have available? We'll send you a plane. Like yo, he's like, because the guy was like, nah, the plane will
Yeah.
be ready in a month. He said, nah, I need that plane today. So how much is the plane? So this is in that. Go look at your account. I sent the money already. He said, but we don't have a. Go look at your account. He looked at the money. He was like, I can't. The money's here. Whoever the fuck ordered something, if whoever didn't pay for this shit, you lose.
That's it.
You can have the plate tomorrow. So yeah, I didn't know that shit. Another thing I found out, just free knowledge to you guys. Maybe we could talk more of stuff that y'all want to know. If a vehicle is over a certain amount of weight, you could deduct the whole worth of the car from your income tax. So there's only a few cars that you could do it with. The G wagon is over 6,000 pounds. You could deduct the full value of his worth for the first year. So $50,000 you could deduct off of your tax if you bought this car. I didn't know that.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it's a lot of tricks and shit that I want to get into and actually learn and actually pass it on to you guys. Like, I need to be learning this shit now. When y'all grow up, I don't even. This is the car I'm gonna buy for this reason. I'm gonna save money from here. If I put my money in a Roth IRA, my damn lawyer been telling me that since I was 14. Put your money in a Roth. Like, what the hell is that? I'm gonna put my money in the bank and spend it, and I did. I was 14. This was 25 years ago. If I would have put that money that I that he gave me in the fucking whatever he told me, I probably would have had hundreds of thousands of dollars right now. Fucking bitcoins.
Word.
Friend came up to me early in the game. Yo, you need to buy these. Nah, a lot of shit, yo. A lot of shit in this world. Yeah, I need to know about. Crazy. That's dope, Toe. We can teach these kids. Hopefully, when we got Pumpy and them and Big Food and all these young kids, we can talk to them.
Word.
But guys,
Yes.
trying to see. Okay, now we got 5 minutes. I was gonna say, guys,
It's up to you, bro.
nah, my man held it down to the best of his ability, and I don't mind stay. I can stay here till 12 tomorrow. Cause like I told him, I have the energy for now. But my boy looks like he's holding on for dear life. Like I see it is like I saw it as soon as I got here, it was like, finally, bro, you motherfucker. I've been trying to blow my nose for 7 hours. I'll be back. Just talk to these people. I don't give a fuck. I need to blow my nose. How you feeling though?
Tired. That's all tired.
You gonna get some rest this weekend? How you gonna?
Yeah,
What's the plan?
I'm asleep.
Sleep all weekend?
Let's sleep as much as I can and just chill. I don't have no plans to go out on it.
Are we gonna see the people this weekend? Or are we back on Monday?
We probably back on Monday, but I'll let you know if we decide to get on.
Are you off on Monday
No,
for Juneteenth?
nope.
That's crazy. Didn't they say that was supposed to be a national holiday now? Started last
Yep.
year?
Yep, but they gave us we get a floating day, so one of us is off Juneteenth, and then the other one gets to choose the floating day within 60 days.
It's only fair, Toe, that you allowed the black person to be off. And you take the floating day. You
Is
can
it?
take it on Puerto Rican Day. Come on, Puerto Rican Day parade. You could do something.
Oh yeah, they don't give us that day off.
Exactly. You can take it. I'm gonna take my floating on my day. Puerto Rican Day parade. Y'all can have y'all June 19th or whatever.
Hey man, all I know is my man said he had a dream that we were equal.
Exactly. And I want to share this dream with y'all being on.
Word.
Don't fuck with me.
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, my bad. I was trying a new sound effects. I downloaded.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.
I think that's what something we could do tomorrow. Well, I might do tomorrow. I really want to fix on my board. Like this is the sound I'm gonna keep. I always wanted this one, but I never put it on. I always wanted that one. That's
Yeah.
my on Metal Gear.
The panic.
I love that used to be my favorite thing in Metal Gear Solid. I used to alert the fucking people on purpose. Just throw shit around their feet. What's that noise? Queen? What's that? What's that box? Oh man. What else did I put in here? Okay, we got the flex bomb.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, that's normal.
Stupid.
And I got the stupid. gotta have the 6'9". Stupid.
Oh, I lost the you fool.
Now get out.
English, motherfucker.
Bing bang.
Speak it.
I see that's one that you brought out and I was surprised. You was like, "Show, can I ask you a
English,
question?"
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Do you speak it?
That shit was perfect. I was like, I haven't heard that for years.
Yeah.
That one and the Who, I haven't heard in years.
Oh shit, I don't even have that no more.
Looking like straight garbage.
I don't have the I gotta get the who again.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't heard you press the Who in years. You did it better. I wanted to sample you. I think I'm gonna go back to that. I'm gonna go back to that stream or go back to the short, and I'm gonna sample the Who, and I think I'm gonna sample the. Who are you? What was it you said? Who are you talking about?
Yeah. Like who? What question are you answering?
What question? Who? Yo, I gotta bring this. I keep forgetting to bring it. Look. This is where I left it. I keep forgetting. I keep leaving it down here, and in the morning, once I jump in that shower, I'm a creature of habit. I wake up at the same time every day. I leave my house 5 minutes late every day. Don't fuck up my 5 minutes. Coming down here to grab this wig will make me 7 minutes late, and then it fucks everything up.
Yep.
But nah, I'll bring it to you Monday. I'll probably put it upstairs. Might have to wear it though. How the fuck I'm gonna bring it to the truck without people noticing? What the hell is that in your hand? Don't worry. My pet animal. But yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm sorry I haven't been able to be around. Been paying the bills, trying to survive. And I guess I'm back to feeling the same way I used to feel before. I can't wait till you guys to start getting paid from this so that I can leave my other job and give you my 100%, like give you my 100%, like a job. Yo, wake up at 9. So I gotta wake up at 9. We gotta be there at 9. And same thing. This is your job. I can't wait. This would be dope.
Yep.
I can't wait to have to actually go to a studio. Like yo, so every Friday we meet up Jimmy's Bronx Cafe or something. Bring the cameras. I gotta be there at 9 tonight. Something like that. We'll figure it out someday.
Yeah, we got this.
Did you let them know about the shirts by any chance? Or is that a secret?
We gotta see.
All right. That's why I mentioned it to you and not nobody else.
Word. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads show. Appreciate you coming, even though you was late. Appreciate you still making it. It's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads. Hopefully, we did this show justice. Signing out. Peace, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.
See you Monday. Monday at 7:30.
Word.
I know
Kenny
Vince.
said there's a podcast studio we could go to. Let's talk about that.
Hey, we'll talk about that
in the chat.
Kenny. Hell yeah, Kenny. I wouldn't mind putting our bread together and doing at least one. See how it feels, how it comes out, how we vibe. It's a different vibe, Kenny, because we was in the same room and we was doing a video. And if it was a podcast, it would have been amazing because we can't anticipate each other from in front of each other.
Yeah.
We can't do it now. Like I can see when he wants to talk in front of me. Or I can see when he's gonna say something. He's opening, he's breathing to say something. I can stop.
Word.
I can't see that here. It's a delay. So it was because I was scared, not to hold you back. So I was scared that I was gonna be interrupting you in person. And then once I got in the same room, I'm like, this is much easier. I know when to shut the fuck up. I can have a conversation. It's because sometimes it may seem like I'm talking over you. I just receive the voice a little late.
Nah, yeah.
We need to try it. We need to try that someday. That would be dope.
Word. But
I don't mind. Yeah, go ahead.
My bad, Joe.
No.
Show's falling asleep. He just had a 4-hour drive. Gotta let this man rest.
Blame it on me.
That's right. It's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out.